I'm not on stage. There I am. Hey, I'm live. There we go. See if anybody shows up. YouTube. Let's see. Find me. New channel. Friday Night Live. And done. Okay. Still nobody in here, so we're good. Hey, Mike. Hey, Boosted. How's everybody doing? Yeah, we got that pinned up top, so y'all can join if you want, if you're able to. I looked, didn't see anybody else live yet, so I decided I'd go live. So, what's everybody up to today? RJ drinking again tonight, or no? Hey, Zach. Very little. Yeah, I'm on my first beer and my last beer because I only have the one. I didn't getting loaded and headed to Sacramento. Well, that sucks. Yeah, I went out and did some work on my car earlier today, just maybe 45 minutes to an hour, trying to get some wiring done. But I'm missing a piece of my wire harness, one of the second piece, and I thought it was still on my old engine, but it's not. So I don't know what the hell I did with it or where it is. And I kind of need it because it's what connects the knock sensors and the injectors. And without that, my car does not go anywhere. And I do not want to have to buy another one because they're not cheap. It's a short little wiring harness, about that long, with 4, 5, 6, 7 connectors on it. Yeah, I'll probably still be on in 25 minutes. Depends on if anybody shows up and comes on chat with me, though. If not, I don't know. But no, I looked all over for the damn thing and decided I'd just come inside and give up for the night and go back at it tomorrow and hopefully be able to find it. Yeah. No, I'm yawning already. So I don't know where it is, but I gotta find it. Don't you start with me. Every time I get on live, you start with me. Every time, dog. She does too. So yeah, I tried working on it tonight. I got a lot of it connected though. I'm not sure where some of the connectors go, but I don't have everything in there yet. So there's a couple things missing. I know one of them, and there's my dog hitting my table. I know one of them is for the what the valve called, the PCV valve. I think that's one of them. One of them's for the fuel line that's not hooked up. There's a couple things that aren't in there. One of them's for the sound composer, which is not going to be hooked back up. And then a bunch of them go up front on the the front for the accelerometers and stuff for the airbags. Of course, they're not hooked up. But I got the alternator wired. I got the starter wired. I got 2 of the grounds on the engine, one on the engine, one on the transmission. Those are back on. I still need to get the battery box back in there, but I want to get a couple other things done before I put it in there because it gets in the way. Put the battery box back in, then I can put the front back on that, and then I can plug the main harness back into the fuse box, which if you look in this picture, that's like right there below me in the picture, that blue you see, that's the main harness that goes into the fuse box. It basically hooks everything up to power. So, Yeah, I got a lot of stuff. I got a lot of it hooked up today. I mean, I got, headlights and all that still to hook up, but they're on the front of the car, so it'll be later that those get done. So, but I got the boost controller hooked up. I got the other solenoid hooked up, which is just being hooked up so that it doesn't give me an error. But I've got another plug in the back of my car that I'm not sure where it goes, and there was no other connector that I can think of on the other turbo or near the other turbo that it would used it. So I have no idea what it's for. I'll figure it out. Eventually, I'll find it. What's up, Salty? Eventually, I'll find it and I'll get it hooked up. Kind of funny though that there's two cables that come in and they have to plug in together right there by the starter. And I know I'm pointing up there, but I'm pointing at the starter on the big screen, my TV. So, I'm just trying to get all the routing right and move the hoses to get them where what I really need is I need to have a picture of a car exploded, but showing all the routing, and I don't have that, and I don't think that exists out there. What? No, you're not going back out. No, I'm getting that stare again. What? I'm gonna stare back at her. She's giving me the stare. Stare. Say hi, Blue. What? she wants to get in my face. She's gonna go on screen. That's all there is to it. She's a good dog, but she's a pain. And her fluff is coming off like crazy right now. She's doing her summer shed or spring shed, whatever it's called. But she got fluff coming everywhere. Like you just grab her and you pull off a chunk of hair. Kind of like, I didn't get it. She moved too quickly. What? So, hope everybody's having a good Friday night. Yeah, see a chunk. I don't know if you can see it. It's so thin and wispy. I'll sweep that up tomorrow. Get up here. Get up here. No. Get up here. Oh, yeah, I do. But that the vacuum scares my one dog, but I don't think it would bother her at all. My wife already brushed her like 3 times today, I think. We pull fluff out of her all the time. It's just never ending from these huskies. She's staring at me again. She's right here staring at me. What? Get up here. No, she won't get up here. She wants to go out, but she doesn't need to go potty. She just wants to go out and chase bugs. That's all she wants to do. But I don't need her going out because it's all muddy out there again because it rained today. It rained hard for like probably an hour or so, maybe longer. I have a lake out there again. Front yard and backyard. Both yards. They're both got lakes. Front yard has 2 lakes. One's the ditch. It just stays full of water. It's about that deep of water. And then another one's up by my garage door. It's just a low spot that I need to fill in with some dirt. And I really need to put concrete, a lot of it. Watching No Prep Kings. What? No. And I'm being harassed by a dog. So anyway. Welcome to Lake Fink. Yeah, I should, but it doesn't stay a lake usually, but for one day, and then the next day it's just mud, just tons of mud. Don't start with me. No. It's like arguing with a child, a 2-year-old, because she is 2 years old. Ugh. What we really need to do is find that damn wiring harness tomorrow and get that car wired. I'd love to just be able to start the engine, but before I do anything else front end wise, I'm gonna get the app. I'm gonna get the turbo. So I'm gonna get the wiring as done as I can. I'm gonna get the turbo clock so it's done and all locked up. Up all night driving after the trailer gets loaded. I'm so sorry for you. I wouldn't be able to do it because I've been up all day. And yeah, so I'm gonna get the wiring done as much as I can. Get the turbo clock so it's out of the way. Then I can get the axles put in. Once I get the axles in, then I can refill the transmission with fluid, and hopefully it doesn't leak. Once I get that done, I can put oil in the car. Probably won't yet though. I'll probably wait to put oil in once I get it all hooked back up, get the radiator and everything back on. But yeah, so just one of those things. So hopefully by say next weekend, I can have it running. I don't know that it'll be on the ground and driving, but I can have it running. Just to test it to make sure there's no leaks and everything. It'll still be up on there because I got to get the suspension done and everything else. And as soon as I get it down, well, once it's drivable, then I have to take it in and have it aligned because the alignment's going to be way off. Excuse me. Sorry about the yawning. I don't know. It just hit me out of the blue. And I get a dog pacing back and forth here, just being like a child. You can't have my beer. Sad it's all gone anyway. So who else still in here? We got Ford Dude, we got Barbecue Mike. Had boosted, but he had to leave for a minute. See. Well, I don't know where anybody else is. Says I got 6 people in here. So I don't know who all it is. I don't know if Bama's going to be in here. I don't know. Let's see. Anybody? Yeah, not many people saw my message on Car Peeps. So yeah, I thought I said you already, Salty. Yeah, come on out, you bushwhackers. Say hi. Mm-hmm. My wife keeps posting some funny stuff on Facebook there. Here, I'll show it to you. See the dogs in the bed and the guy sitting there? You can't read it because it won't focus on it well enough. But what it says is he wants to sleep in the bed again. And the other dog's like, we spoiled him too much. And I think that's because our dogs try and take over the bed too. Don't be chicken. Say hi. Mm. I'm just, what do you want? Get up here. Up. Get up here. Okay, then leave me alone. And again, she's back. Not leaving me alone. Just staring at me. See? Just staring at me. Look at that. No, That she'll be back. She will. She walks over to the door, looks at me, and she's staring at me from across the room now. So, she's way over there, staring at me. Yeah, that's right. Look away. Whoa, what did I just do to my... That was weird. It touched my computer screen, and it did weird things because it is a touch screen, and now I'm trying to... There we go. Got it back. So, ain't nobody saying nothing. I got 7 people in there. Hardly. I know. Salty is busy. He's busy watching something, so he wouldn't be talking too much. Mike's just sitting in his truck waiting to get loaded up. And let's see, who else was here? Well, Zach was here. I don't know if he still is or not. Boosted was here, but he said he had to leave. He'd be back in 25 minutes if I was still on. Who knows? I don't know who the other people are. Maybe Perline's in here. He saw I was going live, but he might be busy too. Ain't much going on to listen to there, Ford dude, other than me just, talking to my dog who won't leave me alone. She's back. She's right here again. Maybe Mom could let him out, but no. She's in the other room. No, Blue. You just came in. You just came in like 20 minutes ago. What? She loses the staring contest every time. I stare back at her. She will turn her gaze away. This new no prep live streams are good. Who's doing the live streams? From what I heard, the live streams weren't that good. They didn't have. Hey, Carmob, what's up? Yeah, watching a movie with the wife. That's good. What you watching? I was watching TV with my wife earlier, but we ran out of stuff to watch. Almost hit a Tyson truck park, and it's bobtail. He's backing up bobtail, and he can't even back it. That's got to be the easiest way to back up is with nothing attached to you. I don't know. These new drivers, I tell you what. I'm just, I'm just really, really wanting to get this car done. I'm tired of it taking forever. I know the drivers are doing it themselves, but last I was reading online is they were talking about that the filming's not that good, and it's sometimes it cuts out, and just not being professional like the old stuff was. Which you can watch it on live now, and you can watch it on YouTube, but it's not that professional video filming that some people really want. I myself am used to watching live stuff. I know it's sometimes it doesn't come in clear if they don't get a good signal or they don't have a good repeater, they can have issues, but so I mean, I watch live stuff all the time that doesn't look very good. But when you're used to watching like No Prep Kings on TV with professional video, it's a bit different. The RAV4 is in. What do you mean is in? In the shop, or you just arrived? Is it new? Somebody messaged me. Okay. Oh, that's fun. A friend of mine ordered some springs and stuff for his Audi, and unfortunately, they sent him the wrong ones. He's like, dude, things were actually pretty easy until we realized something was wrong. They sent me springs for an SQ5, not the S5. Had to put all the stock ones back in. Yeah, that'll do it. I'm just going by what I read online, Salty. I have no clue. I haven't watched it. I'm just going by what people were saying online. And this was on. I don't remember if it was on Facebook or Twitter, where they were talking about it. It might have even been Reddit. I may have even been reading it on Reddit. But you'll hear more from the people who are unhappy with things than you will from the people who aren't. Oh, we're getting prepped for her to pick up. It's brand new. Nice. Yeah, my son's doing prep stuff now for, I guess, Mitsubishi, which they do a couple of different cars, but that's up in Washington. And he's working for the car company now doing that stuff, which is good. It's a good job for him. It's my youngest son, not my oldest son. He's not doing much anything right now. Reading a book, maybe. About it. He called me earlier today, so that was good. Got to hear from him. Found out, what's going on with him and what's about to happen next week. So, yeah, not good, but the way it is. Nothing I can do about it. Bama. Howdy. Oh, not much, but I don't know about too many gentlemen in here. You gonna come up on the panel, or you staying down in the chat too? Because I ain't had nobody come up there because they're busy. Answered my question.
Can you see me?
No, but I know it was. I could see what I'm used to seeing when you show up,
which is nothing.
There's usually some reflective light in the background.
Okay.
No, he's not. I can answer that for you, Barbecue Mike. He's not coming to Ford Takeover this year.
Who is that?
You.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, hell, I'm still trying to get a damn lawnmower to cut grass. Hell.
Oh.
Yeah, ours.
You could buy mine.
Yeah.
It's not very big, but it's only a 52 inch or 56 inch. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I did stop today. The place I bought mine years ago, on the way back from my grandson's graduation, and talked to him. So hopefully, maybe one day next week I'll have one.
What you looking at? The bad boy still, or?
Oh yeah, because I never had an issue with mine, and I'm not gonna change now.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to buy mine then. I don't have an issue with it running, or do I have an issue with it getting stuck in the mud?
Right.
But that's kind of part my yard's fault too. So
yes.
And it's really sticky, slippery mud. It's that clay mud.
The white clay.
It's a brown and red.
Oh hell.
Yeah, it's a brown and red clay that is super slick. Like I can't walk on it when it's wet. It's too slippery.
Yeah, we got the white clay here. The first thing it does is go right in your tread.
Yeah.
It don't come out.
Oh, mine will come out just after, when I hit it with a hose.
Well, no, I mean as far as just driving around.
Oh yeah, no, it won't come out driving around.
It's gonna stay right there. Just
buy a goat, plus you can get cheese from it, so it's a win-win. I said that to my wife the other day. She's like, I said, I'm going to just buy a goat. She's like, you're going to need more than one. I'm like, okay. And then you got to have a shed to put them, so they have a place to sleep, and you got to do this. And I'm like, okay, forget it. I'm not getting a damn goat. She ruined my entire thought process. It's like, fuck. I thought it'd be easy. You just get a goat. They live outside. Fuck them.
Yeah, but if I was to get a goat, I have to take them from my yard to across the street,
Yeah.
and then take them down to my aunt's down the road, and then bring them back. No, I ain't doing that.
Yeah, I ain't doing it. Ain't
No.
having it. Hey, sweetie, do I have another beer in there? I don't know. That's why I'm asking you. Right there by the fridge.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab it. Thank you. No problem. I know. I did have another beer. I was wrong earlier. But I said I was on my first and last because I had one more. But this is my last. I'm pretty damn sure about that. But if I have anything else to drink after this, it'll be alcohol. Or I'll just stick with my water. Depends on how I'm feeling. I'm having to be careful. I am out of blood pressure medication for like 3 days now, maybe 4.
Right.
3. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So it's been 3 days without. And the problem is during the day I can feel it. I can actually feel the fact that my blood pressure's high. I start getting headaches. My wedding ring doesn't fit so well. It starts hurting because I'll swell up a little bit. I get this tension in my chest and pretty much most of my body because you can just feel it. My high blood pressure gets really high. And I'm just sitting there at work, doing my job. I wasn't even stressing over nothing today.
I heard that.
I don't have my blood pressure medication.
Has Salty even commented on the stream yet?
Yeah, he's commented. He's watching No Prep Kings.
No, I was just wondering because he texted me and told me to get my old ass up here, and I'm gonna slap the hell out of him.
Oh, because I was telling him. I messaged in Car Peeps, but I guess you hadn't seen it.
No, I got that old piece of crap lawnmower that buddy let me borrow. It's an extra one, and I got done with it, and I was trying to mess with that relay on that this heat that's sitting here, so I can get the fan running.
Is that the fan relay?
Yeah, I just got a universal.
Yeah,
because there was nothing on it. The wires would get. I'm surprised they didn't burn in half.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, so I was trying to get that together, and
but then I want to help you with your electrical, but you live a little far away, and as you can see behind us here on the screen, if you can see the background of our picture,
yeah,
I got most of that routed now. Most of that dangling mess is routed, but I'm missing the secondary harness that plugs into it that goes to the injectors and the knock sensors.
Yeah. Well, I think I would have had it done, but what got me was about the time I thought I figured out what was going on, my meter, believe it or not, survived the tornado. My flute.
Yeah.
But as I was working and I thought I figured it out, the battery went dead.
9-volt? You got a 9-volt in your fluke, or you got double A's?
I'm pretty sure it's a 9-volt. I hadn't took the back off yet. I'll do that in the morning.
Yeah.
It was getting dark. I was like hell with it.
Some of them are double A's. I like the rechargeable ones now. I'm not going to lie. I like the rechargeable ones, but those cost more. Those cost a lot of money.
Yeah.
I don't even have a fluke anymore. I have BK Precision, which is a really good one. What I do with it, it's a non-RMS because I needed fast readings. What I used to use it for, RMS takes time to calculate. It's milliseconds, but it takes time. And I had to be able to read things fast. I had to be able to get it to read something within milliseconds. And, it would hold it's not like I can see it that quickly, but it holds the reading. So I got a BK Precision because it was about $400 less than the equivalent Fluke version of it, and it still wasn't cheap. It was still like a $300 meter.
Oh,
but
they ain't cheap. I guarantee you that.
I got that, and then I've got a couple. I got a Blue Point. I think I got a Blue Point out in my box out here. There's one of them, which is just the cheap Snap-on stuff. Most of their electrical is all Blue Point too. I have no idea who makes it. Is it raining again? Salty, kiss my grit.
Yeah, he always wants to talk shit, but he don't want to back it up. I couldn't believe we went to the damn graduation today, and it was 104, I think it was, in the graduation. My grandson. But you know what? That was the best run graduation I've ever seen in my life because I had to go by and pick my mom up. We got there early, so we could get somewhere to sit. I think we got there 12:20, something like that, some of that area. No problem sitting down. I think it was 1:00. It's supposed to start at 1. 1:02, it started.
Hey.
We was walking outside and taking pictures of my grandson at 2:06.
Oh, an hour. Nice.
Yeah, and he had 104 kids.
Wow. So when you said 104 at first, I thought you meant the temperature.
No.
But that's quick with 104 kids. That was the white robe, right?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Was your grandson in the white robe?
No.
No. Somebody else's I saw today was it their grandsons, and he was wearing white robe, cap and gown.
No, I guess theirs was their school colors because it's their school color is it's a Headland Rams. It's Rams, so it's like they're like jerseys or a little bit of yellow, a little bit of white, and a little bit of black, or real dark blue. I think it's real dark blue.
Real dark blue. Yeah, I don't know who that was.
So the rose was dark blue, real dark, like a navy blue.
Right. I saw somebody posted something today. A friend of mine posted their grandson, and they were in white. They had white cap and gown, and it was that was cute. I mean, it's just like a kindergarten or grade school graduation. It wasn't high school or anything.
Yeah.
And those are cute and all. I mean, I've got pictures somewhere of me graduating kindergarten. So this will never see the light of day, though.
Yeah, and then Tuesday I had to go to my niece's son, her last son, youngest son, to graduate high school, and there was but 30. I think there was 34 or something like that. It was almost 3 hours long.
Really?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I know my boss had graduation. I think it was today or yesterday for his youngest, last one to graduate high school, taking the summer and then going back, starting college in the fall.
Oh, excuse me. I take that back. It was 2 hours long, not 3 hours. I'm sorry. 2 hours.
2 hours for how many?
I think it was somewhere between 30 and 36, I think.
Yeah, that's
small high school.
Long?
No.
How does it take that long for 36 kids?
Well, it's a small high school just across state line in Florida, and they had to have every one of them walk up, get some sort of a rose or something, then go back, sit down, then had to call them each back up to go back and do something else. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just
doing each one at a time and being done with it.
Yeah. It was
everything they could get, rose, award, whatever, all at the same time. So A, B, C, D. You. Here's your stuff, and here's your stuff, and here's your stuff, and I get the fuck out of here. You're done.
Yeah. Here, get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out of
Here, take a shot. We'll see you later.
here. They're graduating high school. They're not old enough to take shots yet. Come on.
Well, it could have been Kool-Aid. Who cares?
Kool-Aid's nasty. Got too much sugar in it.
Yeah, but I couldn't believe it. I'd be there. I figured I'd be there till about 4 o'clock.
Yeah, well, I don't have to worry about any of that right now.
And so that means, let's see, it's 2. So I still got 6 more to go.
Damn. They could have put the roses or flowers on their sheets. You damn Skippy, they could have.
That's right. Yeah.
You know, I remember my graduation took about 2 hours. But we had almost 200 kids, graduating high school. It was a lot. It was a lot of kids to walk across that stage, including me.
Yeah. Whoever organized the one that my grandson was in today, they done a great job.
Yeah, they should do them all.
Yeah, that's right.
What up, Mike? What up,
How you guys
Salty?
doing? What's up, Salty?
What's up?
What's up, Mike? Salty,
Hey,
kiss
Bama.
my grits.
Kiss my
I ain't the one. I ain't
Hey,
the one needing to do damn more, motherfucker. You are. You old crusty
Hey.
slut.
Bama, I had grits this morning. So you get your nice instant grits. You cook
Oh.
your grits. You
Oh no
put
no
in-
no!
ju-
Can't do the
hey,
instant.
I'm talking. You put a little bit of
You
butter in your
motherfucker.
grits, and then you put a pinch of Baja salt in there. There you go.
Well, you're not
Yeah.
true Southerners, all I can tell you.
I was gonna say that's instant grits. We don't do instant
I was
grits.
about to say, yeah, we don't do instant grits in the South.
That's okay.
You a
I do
transplant.
I love
So
good grits.
how does instant grits taste different than regular grits?
Oh, they do. Trust me, they do.
They do. I don't. It's okay. So instant grits aren't as, I guess, mealy as instant grits to me. They're not as, and they don't. They if you let them sit for a while, they don't turn to rubber like instant ones do.
That's right. Yeah, I agree with that.
Instant don't have to sit very long to turn
I
to rubber
actually
either.
think that long cooked grits have more flavor.
Yep.
They actually have more flavor without adding anything to them. No butter, no salt, no pepper. Just grit for grit. They have more flavor. Now, mind you, I'm either going to do butter and salt and pepper, or I'm going to do sugar and something else.
Oh no, I can't put no sugar in my grits.
Now I don't put no sugar in mine.
I can't put no sugar in my grits.
Pinch
That's
of,
cream of wheat.
of
I'm thinking
Baja
it's cream of
Gold
wheat. No,
sea
it's
salt
butter. It's
and
butter, salt, pepper, and usually I crack an egg over the top of it, or a fried egg on top. Grits do not taste like dirt, Dale.
Oh, hey, not if you do them right. You don't take that.
Who said that?
Dirt.
Who said that tastes like dirt?
Dale.
They taste like dirt. They taste
Dale,
like
I tell you what, brother, you ain't whoever's been cooking them for you, you need to find another cook.
Mm.
grits are easy. You get the instant stuff. You put it in the microwave for about 50 seconds. There you go. Some water. Instant.
Hey,
No,
don't
but-
get me wrong. I have done the instant grits too in a pinch. You know, we go camping and stuff like that. Instant grits is just much easier to do when you go camping.
Yeah. But
So instant grits, you got to cook in a regular pot, right?
No, you could cook those some bitches in the microwave, man.
Really? How long does it take?
Shit, about a minute and a half, and that's it. They're done.
All you're looking for is boiled water.
Yeah, that's it.
Mm.
instant grits, yes.
Which one's got a smoother texture to it? Instant or regular?
No, the regular grits is 1,000% better than any instant grits you will ever put in your
That's
mouth.
true, unless somebody cooks them wrong. You can overcook grits.
Oh yeah, you can damn sure overcook grits. Yeah.
What's it take? About 7 minutes of cook time?
Yeah, so you're talking about Dale.
Yeah. I had them in salad and they tasted like dirt. Never eat them again. Oh, did you? I'm sorry, man. You had some bad ones. You
I
really
love
did.
grits. Grits are good.
I can't do the cream of wheat shit. I tried it. I just can't do it. I got
Cream
it's
of
got
wheat
to be
is
too
what
much for
I
me.
do. So cream of wheat's what I add sugar and like milk too. Because they're
Oh.
not. Cream of wheat is not like grits. It's a completely different flavor.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's a completely different. It's a 100% different texture too. It's not even
And
the
it's
same.
got a ton of
That-
gluten in it.
Yeah. I haven't had them in God since I was.
Let me
in
see if
my-
I can get this
Hell,
turned around.
probably in
See if
my
I can get this
30s,
turned
40s,
around.
Maybe in my early 40s was the last time I had them.
There you go. Can y'all see that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Mike's Garage. Do you ever go to Waffle House?
Don't wreck.
Yeah, I go to Waffle House.
You ever got the grits there?
Yeah, I got grits there.
Well,
Okay.
you can't tell the difference.
I kind of like the instant better.
Really?
Well, that all depends on the Waffle House you go to.
Yeah,
Because some of the Waffle Houses, I'm telling you guys, they cannot cook grits. I don't know.
No, they undercook them.
Nah. Yeah.
The one I go to, I don't get them there because I tried them once and they overcook them there.
Yeah, see, it when I had them at Waffle House a couple times, they seemed kind of coarse. They didn't seem soft.
Undercooked.
I'll tell you what, the reason why is the way you prepare real grits is you soak them in water first. It's like a potato. You soak them in water and then you cook them.
Okay.
You can pour them straight out of the damn Quaker instant grits thing. You can do that too. But my grandmother always soaked them in water for like 10 minutes. Then put them on a paper towel, let them dry. But she soaked them in cold water, not hot water, in cold water. And what that does, it makes the grits swell up. Then you cook the grits in the hot water. And then it just makes them taste so much better. I'm telling
Hey, Dale, what's something you eat that other people don't like? Just asking.
you. Yeah. There's a lot of things I probably eat that people don't like.
I think I eat stuff that I know people in America don't like.
Like, see, I eat something that Bama's, he's allergic to. I eat pussy. He don't.
Yeah,
but see, I don't eat cats.
Good
But
comeback.
grits are also good to kill ants.
Really?
Yes, pour them on an ant pile. The ants will eat them and the grits will swell up and they'll explode. Yep. Damn right. They're good.
Just
Good
don't
for
go
ants.
to fire ants because if any of them live, they'll come and get you.
Those suckers hurt.
Have you seen the what's his name? Billy, redhead dude. What's his name?
Mhm.
You've watched him before. The dude with the God, why can't I think of his name? Hold on, I gotta look it up
I know a blonde-headed guy named Billy, not a red-headed guy.
on YouTube.
Yeah, I know a blonde-headed guy named Billy. He's got a channel called SRC.
No, not SRC.
Okay.
Oh, I can't. Yeah, I'm trying to look it up, but you have to know the name to look it up.
Yeah, I know, right?
I'm like, hold on.
Well, the good thing about putting the grits with the ants is they'll take it back to the queen.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, why can't Ginger Billy?
Ginger
So
Billy.
you
I don't know
kill
if I've
ants with
watched that.
grits?
You've
Yes,
never
sir.
seen Ginger Billy. I know you have. You just aren't thinking of it.
Yeah, Salty, you've seen him. He's a comedian with no shirt and he's muscled up, little short guy, about your size.
See, that's the you talking about Ginger Billy?
Yes.
Yeah, see the guy. Y'all don't understand. I don't watch I don't watch comedy movies or none of that stuff.
It's
It's not a movie.
It's short.
Yeah. I'm just not real big
Yeah,
on comedians neither.
He just did one called The Bugs of Summer, and it's pretty funny.
Yeah, the only comedians I really watch is like Red Fox, Eddie Murphy's old shit. Any other comedians, dude, I just don't watch. I don't find them funny, so I don't watch them.
Yeah, well, you're missing out, man. He's funny. Anyway, you're not the only one on here, though. So, Ginger Billy just did one called The Bugs of Summer, and he dresses it, and one of them's fire ants. But at the end of it, a fire ant is in his house eating his popcorn.
Now that's a hell of a fire ant.
Yeah, his size because they're all him. But it's pretty funny.
What was remember the one he done back during COVID? That was hilarious.
Which one? Which one did he do? I've seen 500 of them.
Yeah, but there was one of them.
I like his doggy style truck. Instead of squatted, it's doggy style.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
I like doggy style too. It's always turned out pretty good for me.
Of
It's
course,
hilarious.
most of the states in the South, including South Carolina, Alabama, Tennessee, and maybe North Carolina have all outlawed squatting your truck. And they all went into effect this summer.
Yeah,
Well, you talking about lower? You talking about lowering your truck?
no, staff
Squatting
in.
where the ass end is down and the front end's up.
Well, if they passed that law in Georgia, they ain't enforcing that shit. Because that motherfucker, they're fucking everywhere around here.
And the enforcement, if they did pass it, it's like all the other states, and it starts this month that they start enforcing it. And if you get caught once, it's a fine. You get caught twice, it's a double fine. You get caught a third time, they impound the truck and take away your license.
But I'm gonna tell you right now, they ain't enforcing that shit around here because these crazy motherfuckers, that shit's everywhere. I mean, everywhere.
You can't see because you're looking up. You can't see.
Yeah, you can't see shit. I
So
don't
it's
care what they
dangerous,
say.
too. You've taken away the safety of your truck, which is more dangerous for other drivers. If you hit them with the underside of your truck, not seeing them, you'll kill people. Because there's no bumper, the thing that's supposed to stop you, that's supposed to help keep from damaging, it's not there. It's too high up. But mostly it's because you can't see. And there's a rule for it. It's like it can't be so much higher in the front than it is in the rear, But they found that they did testing on it and found it is extremely unsafe.
I don't know how in the hell they got to change the damn oil pickup on that damn motor.
Yeah, must have.
They got to.
Not in a Chevrolet because the oil pickup's in the rear.
Not all of them.
Oh,
Is
yeah, the Ford's in the front. Ford's in the front. Chevy's in the rear.
Yeah. Ford would definitely have to change the pickup. But some of them aren't so bad. Some of them aren't so extreme. I can see they'd still be fine. But a lot of the ones that are extreme, and I see those, it's just like how is your engine running correctly, being in such a configuration for that?
I would be worried about the rear main seal. It's just staying, you know what I mean? Just your rear main seal is now part of your oil reservoir.
How be oil being run back through the heads on the front of
That's
that?
what I'm saying. I mean, pressure, of course. Let me get my dog.
Well, pressure, of course, but I'm just saying how you got to be losing pressure on the front.
You have? I would think.
Now I've seen a couple of them around here that's just semi, just a little bit, and they look good. But these guys that's running around with the bumper almost touching the ass end, I don't understand that.
Yeah, it's just kind of stupid. Come on, Blue, now. Go.
It's crazy. Back in the 70s, we was wanting to hop up the ass end.
Holy fuck it, the solar panels. No, it's not solar panels. That's fucking grandstands. That's a multiplex. Oh, they got a dirt track right beside the fucking drag strip. Check that shit out with it.
Well, yeah, Cottonwood.
No, they're MPK is racing in Missouri. And they got a drone that's flying over the track right now and it's showing the overhead view and stuff like that. And I didn't even know it the whole time I've been watching this thing, but hell, they got a dirt track right beside the fucking drag strip. That's cool as hell.
So let me ask you guys a question. Because I know like drones are super popular and everybody's flying them and stuff, and I got one. But like, have they ever had like a drone that's up in the air recording the races and the damn thing crashed while people are racing?
I'm sure they have. It's just usually you don't hear a lot about it.
You don't hear about it because the person who crashes their drone just loses a drone.
Yeah, I'm sure you've heard of. I'm sure this happened because either the battery will suddenly go dead, or they'll get far enough away from them, they'll lose signal. The controller will lose signal of the damn drone itself. Yeah, I'm sure it happens. There's no doubt in my mind, man.
I've actually seen it happen.
I've never seen it happen, but I'm sure
it fell on the track and neither of the cars hit it.
Lucky.
Dude, I remember watching the Daytona 500 one time, and I watched a bird hit fucking Dale Earnhardt's front of his car and just ruin his whole fucking Daytona 500. He had that bastard won. I mean, won. And the fucking bird hit his fucking
drone does, unless it's a big fucking drone. Most drones.
No, I'm just saying you're traveling at 205 miles an hour in a draft, and all of a sudden you hit a fucking bird.
Yeah,
with a
Bird
damn
hits
race
harder.
car when
It's
sheet
more
metal
intense,
is so fucking thin, it just kills the fucking aerodynamics of that car.
I'm sure.
Yeah, airplanes don't like birds either.
Yeah.
Oh
no.
well, the wings and stuff are okay. Just don't let the motherfucker fly into the engine. The jet engine.
Exactly.
These wings are really thin though. But usually the bird would hit the front end of which is a much heavier, thicker piece of metal than the actual.
Yeah, you're talking about the front end of the fuselage. Yeah.
Yeah, the front ends are always reinforced a little bit more than anything that's going against.
Why are you sitting there holding a piece of paper in front of the camera, you stupid motherfucker? Move the goddamn paper.
Yep. Randy Johnson hit a bird with a pitch. I remember that. That's been a while. Was he still playing for Seattle at the time? I can't remember.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
No,
I guarantee you it killed the shit out of that bird.
And I think actually he was in Los Angeles playing the Angels.
Playing the Angels down at LA Stadium.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, I like LA. I used to like LA Stadium a lot because it was great for like car stuff and truck stuff when they put the track in there with the dirt and everything. It was a great little place to.
Dude, I've only been to 2 professional baseball games in my entire life. One, I went just to a random Braves game, and then the second one I went to was the fucking World Series, one of the World Series games.
Yeah. I've only been to a couple. I've been to watch the Mariners play a couple times up in Seattle, and then when I was a kid, I used to go watch the Giants play a lot at Candlestick Park, which I love Candlestick Park for football and baseball. It was a great place.
Damn it, girl. Oh, okay. That's her. That's what's her name. Let's see. Does he got a race beater bomb? Because if he does, he is fixing to get his ass kicked. Oh, yeah. He's racing beater bomb. He's going to get his ass kicked.
Did you say beater bomb?
Yeah, beater bomb.
Okay.
That is a badass motherfucking Mustang, dude. Holy shit.
Yeah, it is.
Hell yeah, it is.
I've seen it run.
Yeah, that twin turbo fucking Fox body is a fast motherfucker.
I wish I had a fast car.
So what are you guys up to this weekend?
Ain't no telling how much horsepower he's got in that damn car.
What am I up to this weekend? Trying to get as much done on my car as I can, which probably won't be a lot, but I won't get it all back together because I'm still waiting on a part that hadn't arrived yet.
Waiting on a part?
Yeah, radiator.
Oh, yeah. You said something about you was hoping it was going to be here this week.
Yeah, they said they finally got word that it should be here hopefully by the end of next week. Hopefully. I mean, I could use the
the upset happened. Brandon Mark beat fucking beater bomb. Holy shit, what an upset.
Really?
Fucking A, that was an upset from hell.
It's all rigged. You know that, right? It's all rigged. Everything's rigged.
Yeah. I just could not believe fucking beater bomb just lost that race. But hey, that's why they call it drag racing.
I'm going to say it for him. It's rigged. Rigged.
Yep, that's why they call it drag racing. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
The race ain't over until it's ran.
If it's all rigged, because you still have, you still have, failures. You still have issues with the cars. You still have. I mean, there's still
those issues don't actually happen. It's all rigged.
Shit, I watched the damn shit happen earlier. Kyle Kelly was doing see, they only get 2 test passes before they go into this thing they call a bracket. Now, last year they done a team event. Well, they don't do the team thing anymore. Now they got this thing called a bracket thing. What they do is when they get to the track, they're allowed 2 test passes. And then they have to they draw chips to find out who they're going to be racing in the bracket round. Well, the way the bracket round works is the winners of the bracket rounds goes to the $30,000 winners bracket. The losers goes to the $5,000 losers bracket.
Right.
And that's actually a pretty cool thing. They should have been doing that shit all along.
But I really wish they wouldn't call it bracket racing. because that's not bracket racing.
Well, it's not bracket racing. No, they call it a bracket round.
I understand what it is.
Winners bracket, losers bracket is what it's called. No, hell no. Bracket
racing.
racing sucks.
I know around here, there's not enough people that like it. Everybody, they want no prep and no time and all that. I love bracket racing. Now, I prefer it on a quarter-mile track, but I like bracket racing because, then it's not all about the money. It's not all about who has the fastest car. It's about the driver. And that's only for me because I don't have a fast car. But, I can last longer. I can win bracket racing even with a slow car. In fact, I'm running it.
Yeah, because you're not racing anybody. You're racing a clock.
Yeah, exactly. You're racing against yourself, basically.
That's it.
But you are racing against them because you have the chance. Either one of you has a chance to red light or to break out, and that's
but at the end of the day, you still ain't racing the car in the other lane, regardless. It doesn't matter if he wins or loses. You're not racing the other car in the other lane. You're racing the Christmas tree and the time clock. That's it. The other car in the lane might as well not even be there because you ain't racing against the other car.
Not always true. When
in bracket racing, that is 100% the case. The other car in the other lane does not matter whatsoever. You're racing the Christmas tree and the clock. That's bracket racing.
Because people sandbag, and then sometimes you have to watch them and see what they're doing.
Shit don't matter. You're still racing the clock. At the end of the day, you're still racing the clock. You're not racing them.
And I still like bracket racing.
Oh, I didn't say nothing about you not liking it. I'm just saying the other car might as well not be there because you're not racing the other car. You're racing the clock and the Christmas tree. That's all you're racing.
So Salty, what have you been up to lately?
I just got back from Alabama the other day. I had to drive down there and meet with the guys clearing my property.
How's that going?
It's going slow.
Yeah.
It's called finances.
It's called what?
It's called finances. That shit's expensive as hell, man.
Yeah, no shit.
How much is it costing you to clear?
Well, right now we done a count the other day. We've already removed 380 something trees, and we got over 500 more to go.
How many acres?
3.
How much is it going to cost you?
Well, that's subjective. We don't know what the final cost is going to be because they ain't finished clearing all the trees.
They're charging you by tree?
No, they're charging you by really, this is the way it works. My brother works for the company.
Right.
All right. That company is doing the clearing and the grading and all that kind of stuff of the property. All right. Well, the way this deal is worked out so I can get it at the best deal property is the best deal possible. I have to give them every tree that's on my property. Okay. And they knock them down, they take the wood, the trees for logs so they can sell them for money. All right. And then I still have to pay a little bit of money, whatever that costs, whatever we decide on is going to be a good cost. But I have to work around their schedule.
Yep.
If they got jobs going on, then they can't do anything to my property until they get some free time to come down and do stuff to my property. Yep. You see what I'm saying? I have to work within their schedule of what because
he's not a high paying. He's not a high paying.
No, I'm getting the little brother deal because my brother works there. So what
do you think it's going to cost for them to clear and grade?
Well, see, they're clearing, they're grading, they're furnishing all the they furnish the why can't I think of the name of the damn thing that I had to have put beside the road? Yeah, culvert. Because that's what they do is they do storm drains and all that shit. That's what they do. They're a piping company.
They're doing the gravel. They're doing
they're doing everything. Yeah, they doing the gravel. They doing the whole 9 yards.
They're doing the grading. They're doing the base. The base
layer. They're taking down all the trees. They're doing that. Yeah, because see, I'm having the first layer of rock is a big layer of rock, and then the second layer is just a gravel. I don't want crush and run because I don't want the sand in the crush and run. So they're putting down another rock that will fill in and stack on top of the big rock, so it will make like a solid foundation without it giving away. Right. These guys are professionals at that shit. I'm not. They are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So whatever they say, I'm gonna go with.
What'd you just eat, Gary?
What up,
I
Gary?
don't know. I don't know. I can't give you a final number of what it's going to cost because they're not done.
So
So I don't know.
You pretty much doing the same thing I did up in the UP.
Nah.
One problem is that when we did mine, I didn't have it completely cleared, but I had 40 acres, so it's much bigger.
Yeah, you had a hell of a lot more trees than what they taken off my property.
But when I did the select cut, it actually paid for the property plus.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But you need to know the price of the wood, though. For when they start pricing you and what you got to pay, you should know what they're getting for that wood. So I would be researching that to find out exactly what it is. I understand you're getting a little brother this,
And I think he's relying on his brother for all that.
Right.
Yeah, my brother's making all that deal. I'm not even involved in that shit. He's doing that shit.
You need to know it so that way you're not getting screwed in a butt somehow.
Yeah, not getting rammed up.
I don't think I would be getting screwed because I don't think my brother would allow me to get screwed like that.
For that property, and you already cleared off 300 trees and still got what 500 more to go. You said
he said probably close to 450 to 500 more trees because see we're not just taking we're not just taking down pines. We're taking down every tree and I'm having all the stumps.
You're clearing.
Yeah, I'm having the stumps also dug up, not grinded. I want them dug up and out of there.
What I'm telling you, all right, 300 trees on 3 acres is a lot of trees.
Yeah.
But see, you got to look at it like this. Not all of those trees are log worthy trees. You see what I'm saying? Because some of them are too small to be considered as logs, so they can't sell them. They can't make any money off of them. But they're going to take all the trees and all the stumps off the property.
Let me tell you something. When they clear a lot, they make money off of everything.
Oh, I'm sure they don't. I'm sure they're not losing any money.
What they don't log out, they shred.
Yeah, I'm sure they're selling it for making mulch and shit like that out of it.
And they're dyeing it and they're making money.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure of that. Yeah.
Nice dark mulch, that dark the bark that's not actually bark in most cases, it's just wood that's been dyed to look
Well,
like
I could show you some brand new because I just went and bought 5 brand new bags and put out there for Mother's Day last weekend.
Like.
No, I'm sorry, 7 bags.
But I'm saying though, is that's a lot.
It is. It's a lot. But now, like I said, they're furnishing everything though. They're furnishing all the gravel. They're furnishing the culverts. They're doing all the grading on the property. They're doing the job from start to finish.
No, I get it.
They're doing everything.
What it is that you got to figure now. Mike's down there in the same area you are, and down south. So I mean, what did you do, Mike, when you were doing your logging on your property?
He burned it all.
Did he fall asleep on us?
I don't know.
I think his contractor was in charge of all
Sorry,
that.
guys, talking to the wifey. I'll be back.
Okay. I think that was all worked into the price of his contracting.
And I know what he cleared, he burned most of, but it was really kind of worthless stuff.
So he had a lot of clear land already then.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And some small stuff to do that garage, and he did that himself, I think.
Right.
And it was
my property is completely wooded. There was not even access to access the property. There was no way to even get on the property.
No,
we had to park on the side of the street. They had to build a damn driveway and put a culvert in. There was no access to the property.
Way for me when I first bought the property up there.
You got rid of your UP property. Did you get rid of your property up there?
Yeah, it sits in my dad's garage right now.
Okay.
I sold it and bought that Mach 21 Mach 1.
21 Mach 1, yeah.
Oh, well, there you go.
But
the UP is a beautiful place about 4 months out of the year. And then it snows. No,
I did get some great news out of it though. You know how Pinks, remember how I was trying to tell you, I think I told Gary too, that I was worried about the bill, how much it was going to cost me to get my building moved from my sister's down to Alabama.
Yeah.
Well, I don't got to worry about that no more. My brother's company is also going to handle that too.
Oh, okay.
They're going to take care of all that is included in everything. They're going to move the building, set it up. They're going to do all. Now I have to get the plumbing and all that shit, but they're going to move the building down there and set it up. So because they got the equipment to do that. You know what I mean? I don't have nothing. I ain't never pulled nothing like that before.
But
I
yeah,
ain't never pulled nothing like that.
when you're clearing the property, because up north, I'm sure the wood's probably a whole different price than it is down there where you're at. You know what I mean?
It probably is. Like I said, like you said, I have not checked in to 1 cent of how much that cost.
Do you remember what trees you had on your property, Gary?
Say that again.
What trees you had on your property?
I had a lot of oak.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. You're in the UP. You should have had a lot of oak, maybe some maple.
A lot of maple and a lot of oak. But see, the thing about it is, I didn't do a clear cut on mine. Only thing I did on mine was a select cut, and it paid the property plus.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, but the thing about it is, you're select cutting 40 acres. That's a lot of fucking land.
But you got to understand, I only paid $5,000 for the property.
Oh god damn.
Yeah, that was in 1990.
I was gonna say.
Oh, I was gonna say, holy shit, damn! That was
what you do. You must
40 acres. That's a hell of a damn deal for 40 acres.
Friend of mine lives up in Michigan, and he's got a mobile what is that? A mobile the guys who take the logs and cut them up and stuff.
Mobile sawmill.
Yeah, he's got a mobile sawmill now, and he also does custom cabinets and stuff. And he makes a killing up there now. He used to work for the same company I did.
But yeah, like I said, I just did a select cut on it, and it paid for the property. I ended up with like $6,700 or whatever. And,
damn, that's awesome.
Right, and I had to put the culverts in the driveway, lay the gravel, do the whole 9 yards. And but after my uncle passed away, I didn't really have no use for it because I'm not going back up there. You know.
Yeah.
And
it is a beautiful area. It is a beautiful area.
And I was right in the middle. I was in Manistee.
Oh, really?
I was like 80 or 90 miles west of the bridge.
Huh.
Yeah, but let me ask you, what all is up there though? Like now, is there any like substantial sized towns or cities, or is there anything up there?
Yeah, you got I can't even think of the name of it. Escanaba. There was a lot of casinos up there, a lot of Indian villages and stuff like that. But yeah,
there's a lot of land up there that's just out in the middle of nowhere, which is kind of nice on a summer day or a summer night. You can look up and see stars.
Oh no, the stars lighten up everything because there's no street lights and there's so many stars that lights up everything.
It's
well,
awesome.
I bet you on a damn overcast night, boy, you talking about getting dark. I bet that place gets dark as a motherfucker.
I miss that because growing up we had that in a lot of places, and now a lot of that's gone in a lot of places because
man, it is.
Lighting has gotten huge. I mean, even here it's not dark because one, I got a substation next door which always on lights.
Dude, I bet it's so quiet. I bet it gets so silent and quiet up there at nighttime. I bet you feel like you're going insane because it's so damn quiet.
No,
hell, it's dark here.
Well,
yeah, where you are, it would be. But
I mean, even though, I mean, like I says, I would do research on that wood and everything to see what it is.
Well, I got a feeling they're going to save me. And this is just me thinking off the top of my head without me actually calling a company. But as far as that building is going to have to be moved, it's many miles that it's going to have to be moved. Because you got to remember, I'm moving it from northeast Georgia all the way down to middle east Alabama. So you're talking probably 200 and something miles, I would think.
How big of a building is it?
It's a 16 by 52.
So they're taking it down and taking it over there.
No. They're going to put it on a damn lowboy trailer and they're going to move it down there.
No shit.
Yeah, they're not. It don't come down. They just haul it just like it is.
Yeah, they put slides on it and put it up on there.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
it's only 16. You said, right?
yeah,
Yeah, it's 16 foot wide, 52 foot long.
but it still requires a special permit for 16 foot.
Yes, you got to have a permit for that shit. You
12
just can't go hook up to it and haul it away.
Anything over 12 foot requires special permitting.
Yeah, we had to get permits to move my wife's garage over here. Hers is 12 by 32 though.
Yeah.
So did you have to get a permit for that, or did that permit include when you bought the building?
When I bought the building.
Okay, I was just curious about that because, when I bought mine and had it moved out to the other property, 14 miles north of my sister, I didn't have to pay for that because that was all included when I bought the building.
Yeah, everything was included. They paid the hauler. They paid everything. I didn't.
You go outside?
Sorry about that, guys. I'm back. What was what was question that you had, Mr. Mark One?
So when you had yours cleared, did you already have a lot of property already cleared, or was yours wooded?
Mine was wooded.
And so how much did it cost you to clear yours?
So they cleared a small section for the house initially and graded all that, and I think that was maybe
Come on,
$5
come on.
grand.
So
And
they
then
stumped it and everything.
yeah, de-stumped it
Come
and
on,
everything.
come on,
And then the back, for 3 acres clearing that, I spent about 15.
1,500.
Good peek. Good peek.
But so what he did is he had an excavator and he basically tipped the trees over.
Right.
Yeah.
So, there's and then after that, he kind of, got it as flat as he could and then stacked them up and then I burned them.
Okay.
So they didn't take the wood with them. See? Yeah.
No, because here's the thing. Normally they don't take the wood if you only have a few acres, because it doesn't make it doesn't make sense for a company to come in and do a big operation for such little amount, because it costs so much money to get set up and to do all that. Whereas Mr. Mach 1 had 40 acres, if you have that much land and they clear it, there's money in those trees and it pays for, for them to do
You
it.
probably have the normal sparse acre or the sparse wood where it wasn't heavy, it wasn't thick. If it's normal from North Carolina, it's like the planted stuff that's like got plenty of space in between.
But I had 100-foot pines. I mean, I had some good stuff, but
not
as far
enough.
as good sized trees, but it's just you're not going to get a big company in there that's going to pay you to do it.
Right.
If you have a small amount of land, you're paying someone to come.
Well, I understand you're paying, but sometimes you can save money. They will take the wood in exchange for some of the money, to lower the cost. They will do that in some cases, in some places, depending on the type of wood it is, and depending on how much, how many trees per square foot, basically.
Yep.
And where I was at, I had really good wood and tree.
Yeah.
So I didn't pay nothing. They paid me.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yep.
That is always good.
Yeah, and I say I probably could have hired a company to come in and do that, because I'm not doing a select cut. I'm doing a complete clear. You know what I mean? I told them I want nothing left.
And
So
it's
they're taking.
extremely dense. I know the wooded area down where.
Oh man, my God, dude, my area, dude, you couldn't even walk through that shit.
It is so dense down there.
It was so thick.
Yeah.
And just slap ass full of ticks. I mean, completely just. I mean, do you walk 5 foot into the woods and back out? Dude, you're picking 30, 40 ticks off of you. They were all fucking over you.
I'm not a big fan
Yep.
of those.
Yep.
I didn't have to deal with ticks for years living in Washington, so.
You do down here.
Yeah, I
Dude,
know.
they're fucking everywhere down here. Ticks are. I mean, they're already out right now. They're already out.
Hey, listen, here in Michigan, dude, they're bad.
They're bad.
Yeah, they're awful down here, man.
Just
I've got
I gotta pick them off my dog.
I've gotten ticks in Michigan when I was working in Michigan, and I didn't go in the woods, and I've still gotten ticks on me. Michigan gets bad ticks. I think worse than I did in North Carolina.
Yeah, Michigan ticks are bad. They don't have to be in the woods. They're on the grass.
Yeah.
Yeah, all it needs to be is longer grass and you'll pick them up.
That's it.
Dude, another thing down here, the ticks, they'll get into the wind and they will just fly with the wind and land on your ass.
Oh, that's anywhere.
And little bitty small ones, they'll just get out in the wind and they're all over your ass. And that's the ones, see, it makes it really bad for me because my eyes are so bad and my dog is solid black. Dude, it's really hard for me to find the ticks to get them off of her. I have to get somebody to help me get them off of her because I can't see the damn ticks.
Hey, and Mike, you're probably living about 70 miles from where I grew up, where I spent most of my teenage years and my late 10s. I think when I was 9, I moved there. So 9 to 19, 10 years. So I've actually lived in Washington longer than anywhere.
See,
Well,
and if you would have moved back to North Carolina, you could have helped me with the electrical.
Yeah, but it didn't because
and just think, if
one
he'd
of
have
them-
moved back to North Carolina, you could have helped him work on his car.
I thought about it. I thought about North Carolina. The reason I originally moved to Alabama is because my sister living here, and I was supposed to live closer to her. I am 2 hours from my sister's house, which is way further than I wanted to be. I wanted to be within an hour. You know,
But you're
not
closer than you
not
was.
too far.
But you're closer than you was.
Yeah, I'm way closer than I was. I'm not. I do miss a lot of things in Washington. I miss my old job. I really do. I miss my old job. I miss my friends. I miss my tracks. But I'm happy down here. I like it down here. I just wish I'd gotten a better house. Drunken sailor.
So your sister must live somewhere around about what, Montgomery?
No, she lives in Grant.
Okay, I got you.
Just south of Huntsville.
I have no idea where that's at.
South of Huntsville.
Okay, because I don't know. I don't know much about
Huntsville,
Alabama, to be totally honest with you.
To get to her house, I have to go through Huntsville.
Yeah, I don't know much about Alabama. I've lived right next door to that state my entire life. But the only places I ever really used to go in Alabama is I go through Alabama on Highway 10 to go to California. I'd go to Talladega Racetrack, and I'd go to Gulf Shores, Alabama, and Mobile, and that's really about all. Other than Alabama, I don't know a whole lot about Alabama.
I don't ever go to Southern Alabama.
Dude, I tell you what, I used to love going to Mobile, man. God, I used to love that damn place.
But I'm in the northwest corner of Alabama. I'm 30 minutes or less from both Tennessee and Mississippi.
Man, I used to go down there and I'd fish in that Tennessee River down there, man. We'd catch black snakes.
Really?
Dude, I tell you what, some of them Tennessee rivers up there, and I have fished a few of them. Dude, they got some big ass catfish in those son of bitches.
Oh, dude, I've got
Damn it.
catfish. Hey, I put black snake. You know, those black snakes all tangle together. So when you're reeling your line in, dude, you'll pull one right in with it.
Any of RJ stuff. He lives right all. You know, he's always on the Tennessee River. You know, on one of the TVA River. You know, in one of the TVA lakes.
See, but no offense. I know he lives on a big, nice river and stuff, but I like fishing the smaller rivers, the more secluded rivers out. That's the ones I like to fish because that's where you find the big fucking
fish. He lives on, I think, is a tributary or a side. It's like a side lake or something. I'd have to look.
Well, he said he lived off a branch off of Tennessee River.
Yeah, he lives off of a branch. He's on a branch of it. So
he talked about it before. Yeah, he talked about it before, and it was off branch.
It's beautiful. That's a beautiful. He's got a great view out of his backyard.
Oh, I'm sure he does.
He's got a horrible yard though. It's a hill.
Dude, I seen it in his videos and stuff. I would not want to be the guy that cuts that grass. There's no way.
Lawnmower, it's easy.
I don't give a shit. I don't want to. Dude, you can't even see the street from his house. You can see his mailbox sticking up, but you can't see the street.
You actually can see it if you're there.
I'm like, his driveway is so steep. I'm like, dude, there's no way I'd want to do that.
It's steep, but it's not as steep as it looks on video. It is steep, though. I'll grant you that. It is steep. I wouldn't take my car down it when my car didn't have a parking brake because I didn't have a brake. When it's stick shift, sometimes, I didn't trust it, so I left my car at the top of the hill.
You don't have a parking brake on your car?
Huh? No.
You don't have a parking brake?
Mustang?
Huh?
The Mustang does not have a parking brake on it.
A stick shift Mustang don't have a parking brake?
Not mine. It doesn't have stuff on it.
Gary, does yours got a parking brake?
His
mine had one.
His did probably at one time.
Oh, that's what I'm asking. Did it come factory with one?
Oh yeah, it came factory with one.
Oh, okay. That's why I was asking. See, I never had a stick shift S550, so I don't know.
Mine doesn't have one because I changed the brakes out, and when I changed them back, I didn't have the cables anymore, so I just left it unhooked.
Oh, okay. Because see, like I said, when you said it didn't have one, I was like, damn, they built that motherfucker without a parking brake.
My personal one doesn't have one. Welcome back, Mike.
Hey.
What'd you do? Sublime yourself?
I don't know. Just I don't know. I got my battery warning that it was 10% left, and then it just went boom.
Boom.
Mine was on charge when Pinks called because I had been sitting outside with my dog all day, damn watching damn No Prep Kings.
Oh, you mean when I messaged? I didn't call nobody.
Then I got tired sitting out here because my ass started looking like a waffle sitting in that chair so long. I was like, man, I gotta get up and give this let
I
mother
did
get some
find
feeling
one
back in.
thing that's going to work in my favor. Right around the corner from where I work is a place that sells methanol, so I can buy straight up methanol and not have to buy that stupid shit. But unfortunately, I think it's going to be VP, which is expensive comparatively to what I used to buy.
But it's
Yeah, but how often are you gonna be taking your car to the track though? That's the thing.
You got to buy it in a can.
I'll have to buy it in a can. Yes.
Okay.
5-gallon can or bigger. I might end up going to something bigger. I might get a big 55-gallon drum of it, depending on pricing. Because both my car, the Focus will be running methanol constantly for cooling and cleaning. It's going to be tuned with 4-port methanol, which I have a 2.5-gallon tank that I think I'm going to end up stringing 2 of those together to give me 5 gallons in the car at any time. And then I will have a safety shut off. So if it runs out, that it'll let me know.
So my question is, and really it's none of my business, I guess, but why'd you take the parking brake out?
I changed brakes at one point, and the new brakes didn't come with a parking brake. They were straight up just drag brakes without the rear parking brake.
Oh,
when I did that, I pulled all the cables out. And when I went to put it back, when I went to swap them back to the original brakes, which are it's running the originals now, I didn't have the cables anymore. And I just left them like that. So you can pull the brake up all you want. It's not connected to anything. It's just a handle. I could fix it if I wanted. I could.
Now you could put your parachute on it and just link it to the damn parking brake.
I could.
I mean, seriously, at least it would be used for something. You know what I mean?
That was actually a thought I had too, that I could do that. But I'd have
link
to
it right to the damn parking brake handle,
which isn't a problem really. You take it in through the back, run it down through the trunk, take it under, and it's right there. Pretty easy to get to. But it was a thought I had, but I don't have a parachute because I'm not that fast. My car is not that fast. If I were to ever money to be able to put the
you talk so much shit, man.
I was finna say he does.
It's not.
If he had not even just a turbo 400, but if he has actually had a hell of a lot better manual than what he has, where he could actually use the power that he has, he would have a fast ass car. I mean, literally, he would have a fast ass car.
So he's got a fast ass car now, but the thing about it is, though, Pinks, you got to understand something. We may have been born at night, but not last night.
Exactly.
My fastest time in that car was a 682.
I'll tell you, you want to drive something slow? You come down here and drive my little 4-banger Colorado. You'll find out what's slow.
I drive slow shit all the time. I drive my truck. I drive my the Edge. They're slow. They're not fast.
Look, but I'm not going to trade 30-something miles to the gallon for speed because I really love 30-something miles to the gallon.
Well, I'll trade miles per gallon for miles per gallon any day.
Hey Nate, how you doing, buddy?
Hey Nate,
good. Well, I ain't trying to go that fast no more, so I'll take the miles per gallon.
I'm always trying to go faster.
Pinks, what trans do you have in that car? I know it's a manual.
It's an MT82, Calimer Stage 3.
Okay, well, that's pretty good trans though.
Yep,
it can be, but for me, it's given me lots of problems, and it's been broken once already, and I've had to have it rebuilt.
Are you? But I mean, with your shifting and stuff like that, is maybe an issue with your back and your clutch leg?
Maybe now. I don't know. I haven't been driving it since I had my surgery.
Okay. Well, I know your back was messed up before then, though, too.
It was, but it wasn't stopping me from being able to clutch. I mean, my back, the seats help a lot with that. The seats in my car really help with that.
Okay.
I don't know about now. I mean, I'm trying to get my Focus done, which is a track car, which does curves and turns, and that may be more than I can handle.
And say that might be really tough on your back there.
Yeah, that might be, but I do have bolsters and everything. Those seats hold me really well too.
Yeah, but I mean, it's the thing of it is though, is that I mean, you've started out in first gear, you started out in second gear. What actually helped you the most?
Oh, well, starting out in second gear was just because I spin the tires so damn much.
That's right.
And so, and if I spun the tires in first, I couldn't get it into second and not spin them. You know, it would just continue to spin, or I wouldn't be able to get it into second at all.
So it was already
second a lot.
The tires were already smoking when you went in a second.
Yeah, they were just yeah.
So now my second question to you is: was you clutching it when you was going from first to second?
Yes.
Okay, that may have been your issue. Because at that many RPM, you should be able to pull that in second gear with no issue without the clutch.
I get locked out even with the clutch.
I was just wondering, will that MT82 built the way it is, will it allow you to shift without a clutch though?
No,
I know the old T5s used to, but I don't know about the new ones.
It actually shift easier without the clutch with the way it's built. It's got helical cut gears.
Uh-huh.
The gears are helical cut. They're not straight cut, but they're not normal. They're helical. So
but the car itself isn't allowing you to shift without the clutch.
Yes, the car is not allowing, and I'm transmission. It's not body mounted like it used to be. It's motor. You know, it used to be body mounted, and when I did the upgrade, I went the shifter. I should say the shifter is no longer body mounted because I went to an upgraded shifter, and it is now transmission mounted, which was supposed to fix that problem. It did not.
Okay.
I'm thinking maybe I should try an MGW, but I've got a Barton on it now, and I don't know how much different they would be.
And you know, I did the MJW in the wife's Terminator, and I really didn't like that MJW.
Yeah, I like my Barton shifter. I love it. It's a great shifter, and normal driving, it's awesome. But it's given me, you know, it's not fixed the lockout in the second gear problem. And I thought the Calimer was supposed to fix that too. So it's been multiple things. It was first I did the Barton, and then I did the Calimer upgrade, and none of it fixed it. So maybe it's just me.
Maybe it's just MT82 regardless, because not only you, but there's a lot of people, even after they get the Ben Calimer shit done to their transmission, they still have problems with them.
So,
well, you're probably going to get your certain few, but I mean, the thing about it is I think Pinks has shifted enough transmissions that he knows what he's doing.
Oh, I'm sure he does. Yeah. I'm sure he does. Yeah.
You know, but I mean, the thing about it is that there's something that you're missing to get that transmission to shift how you want it to. And your clutch has to do a lot with your suspension, correct?
I think it might, for one, my suspension. My front suspension needs to be redone on the Mustang.
Okay.
It's stock, and it's old, worn out stock now. It needs to be redone. I'd like to get a nice front drag suspension, just Viking or even Steeda at this point. Something that's going to let it rise better instead of staying as stiff as it does sometimes. I mean, it comes up, but it doesn't come up quick. Okay. The other thing is the clutch may be an issue, the actual clutch I'm using. And unfortunately, the new clutch I have is the exact same clutch. I can't afford to buy another one. They're $2,500.
Once you pull the clutch out of your car, I think you'll understand more what you need.
Yes. It's a whole combo unit. The clutches come with the flywheel and all that. It's all in one. And I already have all brand new bolts for mounting a new flywheel. I have those already.
And I bought shit, dude, that was brand new and put it in a car, and it'd be screwed up and not find out.
Same here, Gary.
You know, so I mean, it could be a number of things. You just have to find it and get your suspension. Your suspension, most of all. You know what I mean?
I will say, changing to the Vikings double adjustables in the back, and then learning how to actually adjust them, learning how it works better, because I didn't know, because I'd never used them before. Mm-hmm. Changing to those made a huge difference. They increased my time by 0.2 of a second.
See, that's something I've never had. I've never had adjustable coilovers on the rear.
They're
never have
shocks.
So what now?
They're just shocks. They're not coilovers. They're just shocks.
Yeah,
Well, I'm just saying, for me,
I have
on none of
I
my
have
Fox
a-
bodies or nothing like that,
Yeah.
I've never had adjustable coilovers.
Well,
Never have.
just changing those alone gave me at least no, it was probably over because I was running in the low sevens. I was like at a 7 and a 7.1, and then I put the Vikings on and I went down to a 6.8.
Okay. So what was your 60 foot?
My 60 foots are horrible. They're like 1.7. Even
But I'm saying after you changed the shocks though, how did that
no
change?
before they were over. They were 2.
Okay.
Yeah, my 60 foot went down, but not enough. It's still a 1.7. That needs to be in the 1.5 range.
Okay.
Easy.
But still, I mean, they did help with that though.
They did.
Yeah, exactly.
They did help with that.
So
Are you still running the stock K member up front, or you got a tubular K
it's
member?
all stock.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's a lot you can do. I mean, going automatic is an easy fix, but you're still gonna have to make those adjustments.
Oh, definitely. The suspension still needs fixed, no matter what.
I don't know. According to Ken, he's still running 100% stock suspension on his car. He
On
ain't
a
changed
brand
nothing.
new car, yes, that's fine.
Well, yeah, I'm saying that. Yeah. Now his suspension's a lot newer than yours because
And mine's
his
worn out.
car's newer than your car. But what I'm saying, he don't have none of the adjustable coilovers. He don't have any. He's still running stock the way it came from the factory.
Yes, he
Well,
is.
you know, the thing is though,
And it's an automatic.
You got to go.
Yeah, true.
What's that?
You got a GoPro, right?
Yeah, I do.
You need to put that in there and see how your suspension is shocking when you're
Yeah,
launching.
that's a good idea, Gary.
You know what I'm
Really
saying? You can
I got to
see
get the right mount for it. Yeah.
Yep. So you get in there and you can check that out and see what's exactly happened with your launch. And then you're going to look at that videotape. You're going to say, holy shit.
Yeah, I need to have one in the rear and one in the front.
Right.
Then Gary's thinking the same thing I'm thinking. Once you watch the footage, you'll be like, oh, now I see why this might be doing this. That shit right there ain't working like it should.
And the nice
I
thing
really should look at the whole rear end setup and see how
Right.
it's reacting.
Right. And the nice thing about it, if you don't see it, I'm sure you can show it to somebody that can.
Yeah.
Well,
Now,
just out of curiosity, out of all the changes you made to your rear end, have you checked the pinion angle on your rear end to make sure it's still right?
Yes.
Okay, I ain't sitting here saying you did. I'm just, with all the changes that you made and stuff like that, that's what I'm asking.
I'm going to tell you something, Pinks. If you would have said no, I was going to call you a dumbass.
No, when I went to the single piece drive shaft, I made sure that the pinion angle was still
Yeah,
good.
because pinion angle, man, means a hell of a lot. Holy shit.
With the way it's set up, because I'm not lowered or raised or anything, I'm stock height. Pinion angle stayed the same.
Okay.
And you might, you know what? And you might have to adjust that pinion angle from stock, because if you got the coilovers on the rear, when the rear end squats like it does, the pinion angle could be off when it squats. So you might need to look at that.
Not the way. Well, I'm like I said, I need to get a camera under there and see, but not the way that it's supposed to move. The way the rear end on the independent rear suspension works, it moves a little bit. It gives.
Okay, well, see, I don't know anything about. I've always had solid axle stuff, so I don't know how the independent stuff works.
It shouldn't be going out of angle so bad that it would hurt anything, and I'm not having any problems with the rear end right now. I'm having problems with the front end. Well,
that's what I'm saying. It might not be the rear end that you're having problems with, but if the pinion angle is wrong, that could affect your transmission.
Well,
I'm right.
See, when I say put a camera on it, I'm talking about when you're dropping the clutch, how the rear end is reacting to that.
Okay.
Yeah, like the shock. Yeah.
Exactly. So in your front end, you need a camera from that to see how that's reacting. But you already know that you need new front end shit.
Yeah. Even if it were just new stock stuff, it needs to be replaced. It's
right.
Old. It's old. It's been beat on. It's done track. It's done many track days.
Well, and like I said,
drag days.
You know your cars. You're not a dumbass, so you know what's got to be done and what you got to look at. You just got to have the money to do it and the time to do it.
Yep. Because I'm gonna tell you, we've had to adjust the pinion angle away from stock back in the day. Just when the rear end does what it does, when it squats and goes, the pinion angle will change, and if it changes too much, it'll throw the damn pinion angle off.
I've often wondered if maybe I hardened my rear end up too much. And because of that, I do have a brand new used, but it's fairly new, rear subframe in my storage shed. It's brand new, the whole thing. Because when I took out the original bushings and put in the aluminum bushings, it was not something that was going to be able to go back. It was one of those changes that's permanent.
How long have you had those aluminum bushings in there?
Oh, since before I got the Whipple, so couple years, like 3 years.
I would definitely check those bushings.
But you have to understand it didn't get driven for over a year, and since then it's only been basically driven at the track.
Yeah, I'm just talking. Just check them, inspect them, make sure that they're not starting out.
All the time.
Right.
I go in, I visually inspect, and I check the torque on all the bolts, because after all the times I had it in and out, I worry that it might come loose.
Right.
Because I actually had to retap 2 of those holes in the main frame that the bolts go up into, because they weren't going anymore, and I had to replace the bolts, and I had to retap because they were getting kind of messed up.
Got a stupid question, but do you have a front sway bar?
Yeah, I still have my front sway bar. I never took it out.
Why is that a stupid question?
I've been to say, yeah. Why would that be stupid?
Not stupid. I keep it because I did where for a while there, I still like to take it around corners.
Because I'm just thinking, you pull it. I'm wondering how much better your weight transfer is going to be, if it's going to be enough to where you can launch in first instead of second. And
no, it would not be that much of a change from what I've been told by other people. It is a change, though. It does help. It loosens up the front end a lot.
If he was running more stock of an engine, then I could probably say I agree with that. But with what he's running and the torque that he's got, I don't think it'll make a difference.
No, because when I was stock, I could take off in first, no problem.
But going back to something you said, though, and you did say this a minute ago, when you said you think you might have stiffened up your rear end too much.
Yeah.
Do you think you stiffened it up to the point to where it can't work like it's supposed to?
Maybe.
Because now it don't have enough of adjustment in it. All it's got is the coilover for the adjustment.
Maybe.
So
take off the front sway bar.
Well, I don't know. No, I'm like Gary. I don't think the sway bar is going to do anything, because he's got so much power now, so much torque.
When he takes off, so much torque, but if the rear is real tight as far as his suspension, he's going to need to have that lift in the front to help it squat, to overcome the stiffness that he has in the rear.
The rear end squats. It just doesn't squat.
His rear end his front end is already going to lift, just because of the amount of torque that he's gained. So I think it's going to be at the point where it's lifting up past to where the sway bar is the issue. I don't think I think it takes it past that point.
He's not lifting, he's just spinning.
If I start
gear, he just roasts them.
And that could be just because it don't have enough adjustment in the rear end.
I've actually looked at a couple of my videos and noticed that my front end comes up further than I thought it did. And this was when the clutch started. This was at Bowling Green, and the clutch was already starting to have problems at that point. I mean, that's where I ended. That's the last time I drove the car. It was at Bowling Green last year in September.
If it was me, I'd pull it and see what it does.
Oh, it doesn't hurt to pull it when you're at the track. Just pull it to see if it affects anything. It ain't hard to do it. Just to pull it and see what happens.
Well,
I mean, hey, you never know.
Pull it out. It is hard to. It's a pain in the ass to pull the whole thing out.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. There you go.
By removing the end links, that's pretty easy.
That's what I was going to say. Remove the end links on it.
Just drop the end links, and that's pretty easy.
Because that'll loosen up.
Put a stiffer one in the other car I'm working on.
Yeah, that's true, Gary. It'll damn sure loosen it up some.
Loosen it up some. But the thing about it is you got to look and see how your car squats in the rear end. You know what I'm saying? So the way I'll have my Fairmont, I'm just going to use that for instance. The way I got my Fairmonts, the front suspension will extend, but my rear suspension, it's going to drop. It's going to hit hard. You know what I'm saying? So that's going to allow me not to spin.
Well, see,
the other thing I need to do too is I need to actually swap the springs in the rear again. I don't want to lower it. I don't want it lowered. I need it to stay at the height it's at, or it gets stuck on stuff. I need to put some more drag style springs in the rear because it's running the stock springs in the rear.
So you need something a little bit more cush.
A little bit more cush, but it's still keep it at the height it's at.
Exactly.
See, my thing, without me having the experience of running independent rear suspension, I only know how a solid axle works, that whole rear end setup. I don't know how much different the independent is from a solid axle.
Okay,
I don't know how much.
The independent gives you a little bit more problem with spinning on takeoff or wheel hop. You'll get wheel hop with these damn things. Now, that's why I have the stiffening in the rear was originally done was the to stop the hop kit. And then a couple other add-ons that I went to, which was the bushings and all that. And it stopped me from hopping because originally that thing would just hop all over the damn place.
It stopped the hop, but it didn't stop the spin.
Yeah.
It did originally because it was stock when I did all that. It was a stock.
Okay. Yeah, it didn't have the whipple and all that extra power and torque it had.
It worked phenomenal. Yes, it would bark the tires a little bit, but it would bark them in every single gear.
But the thing about it, now you're overpowering it is what you're doing.
Yeah. Now I'm overpowering it. But it's
like
not it's just spinning now, which if it didn't have all that, it'll shake you apart.
I don't know. Like I said, the only thing I would have to rely on people who's got independent suspension, rear suspension.
Yeah.
I would have to, if I had something like that, I would have to talk to them like, hey man,
stuff,
how does that work?
You have to stiffen it up a little bit to stop the hopping that you get because of the difference in the side to side not being solid. But as far as suspension goes, it's about the same. You're looking for the right springs with the right shocks, and you need it to be able to squat. You need it to be able to squat fast, or you need it to be able to squat and then take off. Yeah.
Well, see, you mostly run radial, right? Radial prep tracks, right? You don't run.
Yeah,
you usually run on non-prep.
I've run.
Well, I know.
I just spin the whole damn way.
I know usually on a radial prep track, the way that works is the rear end will squat, but the body will separate. And that's what keeps them from doing the spinning and the hopping and all that kind of shit. I'm just wondering if, like you said, if you got yours so stiff, it's not allowing your body to separate and it's causing that issue.
See, that's the thing.
The problem is that since it's an IRS, when it squats, so say if you put it too soft, when it squats, the camber goes negative. So you actually lose traction. Once again, that's why I'm saying, I know you got it tightened up to stop the hop, but you need better weight transfer. That's what I'm thinking. You need to take some weight off the front.
I have an extra.
Well, that's every drag car, though. You want to take weight off the whole car.
Right. But what I mean is,
I have an extra 7 gallons. I have an extra 7 gallons of water in the rear, which I think if I ever went to methanol cooling on that, I could completely get rid of that water system.
Well,
that's another 56 pounds, right? Well, no, not always. No.
It's about a lot of 97 pounds total for the entire
See, Mike, that's not always the case. You thinking more weight in the rear is better? No, that's not the case, man.
It's not always.
No, you want to. No, the thing of it is, you want as less weight as possible, but you want the suspension to do its job, so you don't have to add extra weight. That's what makes you fat. Because the less, look, every 100 pounds is a tenth.
Yep. I know.
So the more weight you can get off your car, the faster you're going to go.
Hey, Joe.
But it's only a tenth if you get traction.
Right.
Well, that's in anything.
I understand lightening up the front end, meaning having the front end lighten up. When you take off, the front end needs to go light. It needs to go light. All that weight needs to go to the rear, and it's not. In my case, it is, but it's weight. It's not fully getting transferred until I'm probably over 30 feet.
See, the thing about it is when the front end goes up, when it gets light in the front end and it raises, you don't want the front end to come down hard, because if it does, it'll unsettle the back tires. You want the front end to come down easy, so it don't unsettle the back tires.
Hey, Pinks, what kind of air pressure were you running in your rear tires at the track?
Depending on time of day, Generally between 15 and 17 psi, depending on the heat outside.
And how was the tires, wrinkling when you launched?
Not much because I don't have a lot of sidewall. I have a 17
right.
inch.
Yeah, you got to get
Or
thin.
17
Yeah, I was going to say you got what 17-inch wheels,
tires.
18-inch wheels, or something like that.
Okay.
17s.
See, I've always been the 15-inch guy. I want as much sidewall as I can.
Yeah,
I
same.
agree. I agree somewhat with Mike, about saving some weight in the front.
Yeah.
But pulling that bar off, dude, how much does that thing weigh? 15 pounds?
It's actually I think the sway bar on the front of the Mustang comes in around 20-ish.
Okay, but still, it's 20 pounds.
It's
Hey,
fairly
yeah.
light sway bar.
Look,
20 pounds is 20 pounds.
I seen guys put bell bar weights on the front of their car to hold it down.
Yep.
So you need some type of weight. But the thing about it is that you need to find out how that rear end is reacting when you launch.
Right.
So that way you can see the weight transfer, how much more weight you need to transfer from the front.
I don't need to add weight to the front. That Whipple weighs about 200 pounds.
Well, that's why I'm not saying that you have to add weight.
That thing's
I
so
know guys that
heavy.
added weight, but I'm saying, you need to see how that car is launching in the rear end, so you know what you do at the front end to get that car to transfer the weight the way you want it to.
I've also been thinking about getting rid of the cooler in the front, the intercooler, because the water to air.
Well, let me ask you this: have you ever went back, just out of curiosity, have you ever went back and watched Pony's videos, the way he set his car up? Because now he had the same situation.
They're almost identical.
I was gonna say you're in his car basically is the same exact thing. He had a Whipple, you got a Whipple. Both of you guys are manual. Now he had a completely different transmission than what you got, but it's still a manual, and it's still an S550 with a Whipple. Both of them still the same.
He and I did the same things in the rear end. We did pretty much all the same stuff. I don't know what his front end setup was. I do know that his transmission was much better than mine.
But I know one thing: the tires and wheels he had on the back of his car were a hell of a lot smaller than the ones you got on yours.
Yeah, that's because he
had a lot of sidewall on his tires.
I could change the brakes again and get down to 15-inch, but I can't afford to go buy on those wheels now. That's the problem.
Well, let me ask you something: the tires that you buy for your car, are you buying stiff wall or are you buying soft wall tires?
I have soft wall and stiff wall. It depends on the track I'm running.
Dude, you ever see the tires he's got in his garage?
Yeah, I seen the whole tire shop he's got in there.
He's got a tire for everything.
Yeah, I know, right?
I have a few sets of tires for the Mustang, a few sets for the Focus, and I have more than one set for the EcoBoost Mustang.
If I remember right, I think Pony put 15s all the way around his car, if I remember correctly.
Well, I can't
on the front and the rear
because I like my brakes.
How good of a driver is your wife with a manual?
She doesn't.
Who do you know that's around you that can drive your car so you can actually be outside of your car and see what it does?
RJ.
Then that's what you need to do.
When I get it running again, yeah.
Yeah, either that or have RJ film for you while you're in there driving.
I'd actually rather see him drive it and you watch it.
Right, because that right there will tell you a lot.
Yep.
It'll tell you about the space that you're going to have from your tire to your fender in the front, and how it's squatting in the back, and how much tire wrinkle you're getting.
I will have to add like 100 pounds of weight inside, so it's like even to me.
Right.
Because I don't think he weighs quite what I do.
So I mean, it's this thing of it is that you need to be standing outside that car when that car is working, so you can see for yourself exactly
what it's doing. Yeah. And then get some, insight from other people driving it as to, what they feel.
Right. And RJ's been down the track enough times where he can feel it, so he knows.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no doubt. That'd be and you never know. Maybe go meet up with Ken one day once you get your car going.
Yeah,
go meet up with Ken.
Either if you had time.
And because Ken can no offense, but Ken can damn show he can bang the hell out of some gears. He's good at that shit because we seen he was driving the dog shit out of his 500.
Yeah, but Ken lives quite a ways away from you, don't he?
2 hours, I think, right? Hour and a half, 2 hours.
So you would pretty much have to go to the track the same time Ken does.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, and the track he's going to now is further away.
Yeah, because he's not going to Jackson no more. He's going to another track.
Yeah, because
there's a lot of possibilities to help you with your car. You just need to get the time and the money to do it. That's all.
Yep.
Yeah, true,
Well,
true. And
money, the two things I have the least of.
And that's why I said it, because we all do.
well, if you live down here, anywhere close to me, I got all the time in the world. I could film like a motherfucker.
I'm just trying to get the damn wiring done on that car you're seeing in the background there.
Matter of fact, I will be at the track. I think I'm going to be there tomorrow. I'm not sure. I think I'm going to be there tomorrow.
I don't think I'm going to go to the track tomorrow because I think it's supposed to rain tomorrow, and they're supposed to be open tomorrow and running. In fact, I think they got like a radial thing or something going on, but I think it's supposed to rain, and I need to work on my car, so I'm going to work on my car.
Well, my cousin finally got his truck going, and he's taking it tomorrow to the track. So,
you guys, give me a minute. I will be right back. Talk amongst yourselves.
Well, the thing about this barbecue, Mike, is tire size does have a lot to do with it, but the tire size can also affect the gear ratio.
Damn right it can. Hey, and the type of tire you're running can have a lot to do with it too.
Right. So I mean, it's the thing it is, but I mean, and like I said, Pinks has been on the track enough that he knows, but he just needs to be able to see and feel the car, you know, on a good track and a good run. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, Nate, you still here with us?
Yeah, I was actually going to ask. So I didn't want to interrupt you guys.
No, I know you were trying to ask us something about an hour ago. You want to ask us now?
Yeah. So Gary, hold on, let me see if I can get it. These calibration codes that are on the door jams, how important are they? And can you figure out what one, would I be able to decode it somehow to figure out what mine used to be?
Oh.
What year is that truck?
96.
That's a diesel, right?
Yeah, this is just one I found online. They're remaking them, but I had to change my cab, and my old cab's long gone. My dad scrapped it.
Okay.
What are we looking at here?
When you say calibration, what are you talking about calibrating?
This is a calibration sticker. I don't know if it's the firmware or what it is, but it's right there near the door jam door tag on all them.
Make him full screen Pink so we can see that.
Okay.
Done. This is just what I found. That's online. I don't know what it's for.
That looks like a computer calibration.
That's what I think it's for. But is there any way to know what mine would have used to have been?
Well, you could probably go and put your VIN number and go in there and check it out. That's what I'm guessing, because I have no idea, to be honest with you.
Well, if he changed cabs, and wouldn't that truck have a completely different VIN number than what it used to have now?
In theory, yes. If you look at it right now, it doesn't look like it's ever been changed, and it's got my tag on it. I'd swap the VIN tags. My buddy's dad's.
Oh, okay. You swapped it. So you got the VIN tag off the old cab onto that.
So I got the original tag off the Firewall. I have the original sticker put back on. I'm actually going to have a new one remade because this one was peeling off the original cab, and it's just as in bad a shape now. And then I actually got the Firewall one, and I actually found 92, which is this cab. They put the tag on the passenger side above the heater or above the heater box with a screw. In 96, they put them on the driver's side above the brake booster with a staple. So I pulled my original. I drilled 2 holes right. I had my buddy take a picture of his 97 where it was located, and I drilled 2 holes and I put my tag back in place.
Do you know any Ford techs that's near you?
No, I don't know any Ford techs at all.
Well, you know Ken, right?
No, I mean just you guys talking about him.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
You need to talk to somebody that knows. I couldn't tell you. If I told you something, dude, I'd be flat out lying to you.
I didn't know if you're not sure, it's fine. I just did a bunch of Google search and I can't find anything other than people coming up with, hey, my 50 has this, and everybody's like, look at your calibration number, and I'm like,
well, I got Ford Tech's phone number. I can text him and see if he's got time to jump on this live.
That's a good person to ask. Yeah.
I was thinking that, hoping maybe, but I haven't seen him in the chats in a while. So
I haven't seen him in a while either, but I can text him just to see if he's breathing.
I mean, even Ford Blue, you know. Ford Blue Gauge may know.
Yeah. He
I
could.
have Blue's number. Maybe I can text him tomorrow.
That'd be a good idea.
See, what time is it? 11:17, so it's only 9:17 in California. Hold on, let me text Ford Tech.
I just
text and see, because I'm interested now to find out myself.
Yes. I've seen those before, and I don't remember what they're for.
So
I
there's
didn't know what they're for. I never got that deep into them to know.
So there's two tags. There's one on the A pillar when you open up the door, right in the top, right where it bends to go straight down where your hinges are at.
Okay.
That's your computer code. So it'll be the 3-digit, 3-character and number. That's the code on your. It's like, here's my computer laying here. I got it up. So like on that tag on that A pillar, it'll have
that code
NAW4.
Okay.
This truck was ELF2, I think, or something. Because so that was the actual computer. Now the calibration code's on the back by the actual VIN sticker with all of your GVW and your paint color and all that stuff. There's a calibration code. From what I can see, it looks like almost what your computer's flashed with.
Okay. Guys, I'm going to go get a drink. I'll be right back.
All right.
Sweet tea.
Say what?
Sweet tea.
No, I don't drink sweet tea, dude, because of the sugar.
Oh, okay. My bad.
But I would if I could.
I just didn't know where else to ask, and I don't think it even really matters if that tag's there. I mean, I'm not too concerned about it. It's just if I can figure out what it was and put it back, it's just nice to put it back.
Sorry, I muted for a second. I was looking to see if I could find anything. What's going on this weekend? So we got the Helen Keller Festival, but that's not until the end of June. I don't see anything for this weekend. Right around here.
Wait, so you're saying that the Helen Keller thing is coming up and you don't see anything?
Nope, don't see anything. I don't hear anything either.
Okay.
That wasn't meant to be a joke. I don't see anything like for car stuff.
Now that's funny.
I didn't mean it that way, but that is kind of funny.
I 100% got that.
I think.
And you're in Alabama.
I'm the one that I'm in Tuscumbia, the home of Helen Keller.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've never been to their little museum they have for her, but it's not far from here.
Need to check it out.
What is that place called? God, it's got some kind of regal name to it.
Hear no evil, see no evil.
No.
No, that was Richard Pryor and
Keller place called?
And what was the other guy's name? Oh man, I liked him as an actor.
Yeah, the house. Oh, okay. Never mind. I thought you knew.
The heck is his
I don't
name?
remember what it's called. It's got some kind of regal name to it. It's just a big house.
Yeah, I used to know what it's called. I cannot think of it either.
Oh, what's this? Redmont ready to drink canned cocktail and vodka tasting. Okay, where is that? 2306 Woodward Avenue.
All right, I sent a message to Ford Tech and to Ken. So we'll see
Redmont Distillery.
Supply.
Here's what I want to figure it out because I didn't realize people actually remake these. All the door jam stickers.
Hold on.
Oh yeah, there's people that remake all this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Be nice to know what
you can find anything. You can find anything online.
My buddy said something about it. I'm like, nah, I'm just gonna keep mine.
I know where
to get my VIN off.
I know where this drink tasting's at. It's at Tonic, which is a liquor store, which is a really nice liquor store. I like the place.
Look, you could probably take that sticker if you can get it off in one piece without tearing it up, or take a good picture of it. You can take it and go to a printing company and get them to make you up one.
Oh, that guy already has them, and he'll remake them. But just all I got to do is when I purchase it, I gotta send him a picture of my
Mayhem and May.
detailed sticker on the door jamb, and he'll remake it. All the stuff that was in red will be replaced with mine, the barcode, the paint code, all that stuff. So I won't have to worry about mine. But like, because this is a different cab, the calibration sticker was gone. The calibration sticker was there, but it was for a 460 two-wheel drive from 92. So it was wrong. I peeled the ambulance. What was it? This is not an ambulance package vehicle or something like that. They put on all the pedestrian 3/4 1 tons, unless they had the ambulance package. I took that off because I don't want it to try to tape around it. And then when I realized I can remake them, I'm like, well, I can just peel this sticker off, decal off, and I'll get a new one made, and then I'll have them all new. I can paint everything and then put the new ones on.
Yeah, now it looks like Ken fixing to make me spend some money, asshole.
What?
He's got brand new tumblers fixing to be on his website, so now I'm going to have to buy some. I done bought every damn other piece of his merch. I might as well buy the tumblers too.
Every piece. The only thing I've ever been able to get from him was a shirt. He never had the hats in stock when I won.
Yeah, well, I ain't got. That's the one thing I don't have. But I got I got shirts, stickers. I got all kinds of shit from Ken. I got stickers I ain't never even put on cars.
I got stickers somewhere. It might even be on one of my cars, but he never gave me the one for my Mustang when he worked on it. I was like, "You gonna put a sticker on it?" Like, I'll tell you where to put it, right there in the middle. And he never did. So I'm not seeing anything. I was hoping to look and see if I could find like well, they got Rally at the River, but that's not until.
No, you're not going outside. You already been outside. You can stay in the
I
house.
got my tumblers, and them damn things look good.
I don't see any. You would think there'd be some kind of car thing around here. Like if I were at home and back in Tacoma, there would be a car thing this weekend. Something, at least 10.
Well, we didn't go nowhere tonight because tonight was my wife's birthday, so that's why I come.
Well, happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
I'll let her know she's sleeping now. She gets better.
Yeah, I don't really want to go too much to places this weekend anyway. It being damn a holiday, Memorial Day weekend, man, all the idiots are going to be out on the road.
I'm just talking local around. I was looking for something local, like within my town. Or
he go to me. So
yeah, but Gary, your wife was born in a great month.
She was. Why is that?
He was too.
The
same month he was born.
I'm gonna tell you something. I'd be one lost motherfucker if it wasn't for my wife.
Huh, you and me both.
Well, Ford Tech's breathing. He damn responded back to me. He just responded back with LOL.
Now wait a second here, Pinks. You had Gary that says he doesn't know what he'd do without his wife, and you said I feel the same way. Is there something Gary doesn't know?
Without my wife. I also responded more and said without my wife.
Okay. Thanks for the clarification.
I did actually. I added on to that because I didn't want you to think I was thinking about his wife that I've only met twice, 3 times.
Be careful now, Gary.
Gary was there.
The cat's away, the mice will play.
Sorry ass Ken ain't responded back though. There's Ford Tech.
Hey, Ford Tech.
Hey, Ford Tech. If you got a minute, could you jump on the panel and let this one fella show you something and see if you can give us an answer, because you're the only one that would know, because the rest of us don't.
So Ford Tech, he wants to show you something.
And that is Peter.
Yeah, it's not round. It's not round and 4 inches long and hangs to the left.
So this is a calibration tag from a 96 Ford, but they were on all the 90s model Fords for I think they're the calibration for the computer. Trying to figure out if I can figure out what mine used to be, because I had to do a cab swap. My cab got scrapped, and I don't know what the code was. And I'd like to have one remade. If not a big deal, but if you can help, it'd be great.
I don't even know what those are.
He's got the original VIN number, if that helps.
Yeah.
We all wait in silence. Do you have the VIN?
Yes. Give me a second. I'm pulling a picture of it up now. I'll just walk over to the truck and take a new one. Actually, no.
Does he need to jump on the panel? I can drop off.
No, I can have up to 10.
You could have 10 people.
Oh, okay.
Because he's very special.
Oh, I'm
He's
special,
special.
right? Short bus and all.
There you go.
Yeah,
Vortex said yes, so I'm guessing if you can.
I'm so special. I'm one of the Jerry's kids.
Listen, you're so special that Jerry wouldn't even have you.
You ain't lying. You ain't lying about that shit.
Ford Tech.
Salty, did you say you was one of Gary's kids?
Jerry. Get your damn old redneck head out the gutter, buddy.
Gutter.
Yeah. Because we know that's where the son of a bitch is at.
You wouldn't be out of the gutter. It would have been out of Gary.
Oh my God. You might be up there getting too close to those sweet lips there, Bama. And the wrong set of sweet lips.
Oh my God. Well, Vortex firing up his computer. I usually just turn mine on. I don't usually have to set fire to it. But you know what?
The thing about it is that other than this big old poop today, he probably couldn't even touch sides.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you. I mean, Gary, have you felt something tingling around your poop shooter lately?
And he wouldn't even be able to hit the sides. He'd be like throwing a hot
Say,
dog in the hallway.
that'd be I've been say, just look down. That'd be Bama's lips.
Oh, you guys are bad. No wonder I hang out with you.
Yeah.
Hey, if we were bored, you damn sure wouldn't hang out with us.
You're right. You're right.
I just put it in. The chat.
You put the VIN number in the chat?
Yeah.
Paste.
Might want to be careful about sticking that VIN number out there, buddy.
Yeah, because I'm finna copy it and I'm finna get me a truck.
I was finna say there's people out there that will do that damn shit to you, buddy.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
I think I'd knock that off real quick.
Yeah, you might want to remove that. Go up there and click on that. Remove your damn VIN number off there, buddy.
If it'll let me. There. It retracted it. Let me know when you're ready.
Not. Hey, look, you can do whatever you want, but I'm just saying there's some bitches out on the internet, dude, that they're looking just to steal shit from people. So
yeah, I screenshotted it.
Yep.
Click it off. I did.
Yep. Yeah, take it off.
It's just easier because it rather than me sitting here trying to hold it, you're trying to read it. The light change.
Oh yeah, 100%. I agree.
Yeah, but you could have sent somebody. We could have sent
I don't want to make it a pain. I'll take a risk.
An error. I tried to delete it, and you'd already done it.
Hey, as a matter of fact, you have my number. Text me your VIN number, and I will text it to him. That way, he's got it on his phone.
He already screenshotted it, but yeah, that would work too.
Yeah, but I can still see it.
I can in StreamYard you can.
In StreamYard you can. It said removed on. I did whenever I went back. It said message was removed. Message retracted.
Yeah, I tried to get rid of it in StreamYard and it wouldn't let me.
Yeah, like I said, if you text it to me, then I'll text it to him. So,
he already got it.
Or better yet, I'll just start up a group text and I'll put all three of us in there, and then y'all can do what you want to do. Y'all can swap phone numbers or whatever y'all want to do.
Swap spit.
He got it.
Why?
I hope not.
Somebody was going to say that. And I knew it was going to.
If they swap and spit, I'm leaving that group chat. I don't want to get infected by that shit.
Yeah, it's no longer. I just looked on my phone, and it gone. It gone. I still have. I just took a screenshot of it with my phone.
That damn sorry ass Ken. I sent him a message, and let's see, he ain't even responded back.
Howdy.
Howdy.
Who was saying howdy to?
Howdy. Great again.
Ford Tech. You all right, brother?
What's up, Ford Tech?
How's it going, guys?
What's up, Mr. Tech? How you doing, buddy?
Long time no see.
Well, I appreciate you answering my text, buddy. Thank you, man. But Nate was asking us a question that we could not answer. So
we were not prepared to answer because we didn't have the info.
All right, so let me type this in. So you're just looking for your calibration number, right?
Yeah, well, whatever comes on that sticker more than anything. If you can get
So you're wanting to
figure it out.
Are you trying to reprogram your PCM back to factory stock?
No,
Is that what you're doing?
I want to get the sticker remade.
He wants to remake the original sticker he had because he doesn't know.
Basically, what he's doing, he's repainting his truck, and the truck's got a different cab on it than what the truck came with. So when he repaints the truck, he just wants to get all the original stickers and put them back in the places they go.
And you don't have your cab or the original sticker now?
No. My dad scrapped it without me knowing. I went home one day to go on and my cab bill. When I scrapped it, it was junk. I went, well, there were still things on it I needed, like the heater box.
Oh, God.
Stickers. Good thing I took the VIN tag off.
Yeah. All right. So I think, honestly, you could probably go to a Ford dealer and order that sticker.
Okay.
You know what? I didn't think about that.
Per your VIN. But I mean, I can look it up on here as far as the VIN in an Oasis that I can at least probably give you the number. Let me see what it does here.
Well, good. Why are you looking that up? Tell us how you been, buddy. We haven't seen you in a good while.
Yeah, I just been working my ass off, living the dream, trying to stay alive.
No, you're living somebody else's dream. You're living in California.
Don't steal that from
Exactly.
All I gotta say is you have Oasis access. I wish I did.
Yeah, I've got shop manuals, the whole thing, basically. 3-point PTS.
I hated when they made it pay to use because I used to be able to get into the manuals a long time ago when I had and the price of it now is just beyond my payment. I'm not paying for it.
Yeah, I know they're stingy with it as far as like when people get fired, they like take their access away immediately.
Yep.
It's crazy.
They do.
They act like
Well, there's another question. There's another question I want to ask you. Since you're out there in California, and I don't know how many people are buying them, but and they keep saying they're having a lot of problems with the screens. Are you guys having many of the dark horses coming back into your dealership, or even the GTs? Are y'all having problems with the screens on those things? Because I hear there's problems with them. So.
Oh, did I just crash out? Y'all went silent.
Yeah. Everybody went silent. I was evidently he didn't hear me, or he got selective hearing.
Well, I think he's doing something on his phone. He looks like he's locked up.
Yeah.
Hey, he might be doing the Ford Blue thing.
Yeah.
If you're talking to us, Ford Tech, we can't hear you, and it's probably because you're on a different screen.
You know what? Is he? Hold on 1 second. Gotta get on back in YouTube here. There we go. And
Well, if I don't go to the track tomorrow, I'm going to start drinking.
I started drinking already.
Well, I ain't going to drink tonight because I'm sure there's probably going to be about another hour and a half, 2 hours. My mom's going to be like, I need you to go get me some cigarettes. So that's the reason why I ain't started drinking.
And
that's what usually happens.
It's time for her to quit at that point.
Shit. Telling my mom to quit smoking is like talking to that fucking tree right there. They ain't going to listen.
Yeah, I know. I understand how that is.
My mom's 78 years old, and she's like, if I've died of lung cancer now, I've had a full life.
You know,
that's exactly what she'll tell you, too.
My mom didn't quit. My mom quit smoking, but really didn't. She was hiding it. She cut back, but she ended up getting throat cancer, not lung cancer from it.
Yeah, my mom just plainly just is not going to quit. So us kids,
I get it.
We don't even say shit to her anymore.
Where do you live, Ford Tech? What part of the state are you in? Oh, he was there and then he's gone again. What part of the state's he in? Do you remember?
So I think he's in northern. I want to say, didn't he say one time he was in Northern California or something like that? Or almost northern, like
northern, central, there's northern, central Bay Area, and south.
I can't remember, but he said he don't live nowhere near a fucking Gavin Newsom.
Yeah, I wouldn't live near him either. I think he's in northern, I believe, but I don't remember exactly.
He said on here before, but man, for the life of me, I can't remember what he said.
He's back.
All right, so yeah, I'm in northern. I'm above Sacramento, but not all the way to Redding. Not all the way to Redding. Yeah, I'm actually Sutter County. You know where the Sutter Buttes are, right? No, I'm below Redding.
You're below Redding. Okay, so you're not near Shasta then.
Nope. Well, I mean, Shasta's about 100 miles north of me.
Okay, then I know the area you're in. It's okay. I used to live up that way. I used to live in. I've lived in Clear Lake. I've lived in Anchor Bay, right off of Shasta. My brother lived in Redding for a while. I've also lived in the Bay Area before. I've lived in San Jose and Fremont.
Later, Dale.
See you, Dale.
Later, Dale.
Take it easy, Dale.
Yeah, I'll have a good night, brother. Maybe I'll see you at that car show tomorrow because it's not far from me. It just depends on what the wife wants to do.
Ann Arbor. Yeah, you're close.
All right, so I punched this
Dale
VIN
lives in
in.
Michigan.
Right.
Okay, I'll shut up. Go ahead.
It's all right. It's a 96 F-250.
Correct.
All right. Some of the 96s are kind of go back too far for me to get good information. Let me see here.
It was built 6 of 96. If that helps you at all.
Well, normally it tells me that local time, Oasis result VIN information. There's a speed control recall on it that never got done, which is S09, which is basically that harness, the jumper harness for the master cylinder. It actually, the circuit that goes to the master cylinder for the little pressure transducer for like senses the brakes for cruise control.
Okay.
They put a fusible link on that circuit because those switches are known to start seeping and they could cause fire even with the vehicle off.
My buddy had it happen. I know
My
two
dad
guys
had the recall
by the
done
time
and
the
his
recall came out.
My dad had the recall done and his still burnt down a year later.
My
Hey,
buddy,
well, let me ask you. That is a good question for Tech. Since they got to have a recall like that, is it possible? Could you still take your vehicle into Ford and make them do the recall?
yeah.
Is that even a thing?
If it's an S recall, you bring it in, they'll do it. If it's on your Oasis, because that's a S for Sam, which is a safety recall.
That was, I think that recall came out in like 2012. Because my buddy had it happen like the next month that recall came out, and I told my dad about it. My dad says, "Let it burn to the goddamn ground. I don't give a shit. I got the use out of it."
Well, the 09 S09 usually means it actually came out in 09.
09.
Okay.
But yeah, it's not letting me get your information.
My dad had one of those trucks. It wasn't an 06 or a 96. It was a little later than that. He just kicked himself out. He'll be back, hopefully. My dad had that, and I think his was like a 98. And it was the same part. And I love that truck. It was a good, it was an extended cab, long bed, 2-wheel drive, F-150. It was a great truck. It was good for pulling the boat and doing stuff. He had the recall done, and a year later it burned down from the same things, caused the fire.
So that
I was just curious, since a recall is so old like that, would a dealership still honor that recall after so many years? I didn't know. I've never faced that.
Depending on the type, if it's a safety recall, they have to.
Yeah,
it's the National Highway Safety thing. If they do it, it's kind of a have to thing.
I'm looking at it right now. I don't think it ever expires.
But if all they done was put a fusible link in it, hell, you could do that at home in your garage without ever taking it to the dealership.
You can, but then
and letting them keep it for fucking 6 months.
Yeah, but they could release liability basically by performing the recall, and then you're pretty much. I mean, not like if your car burned down, they're gonna replace it anyways. Honestly, but
yeah,
at least you won't be on the list.
My dad just got paid for it because he owned his truck. He got paid for it, and he just went out and bought something else.
This is how much about that. I'm about like my father. This recall bothers me this much. I don't really. It doesn't make a difference. This truck burns to the ground. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Go get it.
Well, here's the deal. You would notice brake fluid loss. Some people don't, and the brake fluid is what causes it to do it.
Okay, you're talking about the sensor. It's right in front of the bottle where it basically reads it underneath the hood.
Yeah, that's a live circuit that's hot all the time. But anyways, it's not letting me get in here and give you any information. Basically, it's showing me your VIN number, what year the truck is, and pretty much that is freaking it. It's not on a lot of vehicles. If it's say 2000 or newer, I can look up all that stuff. A dealership though may still be able to do it for you by the parts side of it.
Okay. I mean, it's not a big deal. Does that calibration code mean anything these days?
Yeah, if you were to rebuild, like say, I don't know, 96, I don't think that has the chip key. But for vehicles that you want to reprogram the PCM, say it has a chip key, you get a fresh new PCM, you won't be able to start it. You actually need the tear tag code, that calibration code, and you start a session with the computer that will get you in there to program the PCM to the factory programming and make the key work and all that stuff.
You're talking about with Pat's?
Yeah. This truck doesn't have it. It's still an old school key. It was where they went from the metal key. They still had the metal key with the black cover, but it's not a chip key. And then they went to the chip key years later.
And I think that's why it's not showing me information.
I need to know if maybe in his computer he can find my wiring harness that I lost in my garage.
Yeah, I can. If I have a VIN number, here I'll show you some stuff and try not to show you your VIN number.
The actual one in my garage that I can't find. I
guarantee you, your car being the year it is, Pinks, if you give him the VIN number, he could probably
point you in the direction. I can actually find all the parts for that car. Every single part. Okay. My problem is I can't get hold of a decent. I have a semi-decent, what do you call it, manual form, but you can't even get the manual. You can't even order it online anymore. You used to be able to order them, the downloadable one. They're out of stock. It's downloadable. I don't know how to be out of stock. They don't sell it anymore. And I need a better wiring diagram, or I need the exploded diagram of the wiring so I can get all my wiring back in. But I lost one of my sub harness for my injectors. I can't find it. I know it's in there. It's got to be. I wouldn't have thrown it away. I knew I needed it. But if I can't find it, I can order one. I just don't want to have to because it's expensive for what it is. It's got stickers on it.
Yeah, and if it's wiring, if it's like a part you buy at the part store, it's wiring, it's fucking non-returnable.
Oh no, it's I can't get it at a part store. I still have to order it from Ford.
But you know what I'm saying. When you go buy an electrical part at the part store, that's just fucking non-returnable.
All right. I'm just hoping I can find it tomorrow with a clear head. And so I'll get up in the morning tomorrow. I'll probably be up no later. What does that say? Date greater than July of 2000?
Yeah, okay. So anything below 2000, it doesn't let me in there to do much.
The old IDF, the old system used to, but it was the old system back 10 years ago. So,
yeah, it shows that's your recall.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, now that you're back with us there, Ford Tech, I'm gonna ask you a question. Again, I don't know how many of the dark horses or GTs of the 650s are sold out there, and they say they're having problems with all those damn computer screens they got up there on them damn cars now. Are y'all experiencing those things coming back into your dealership with problems?
I haven't even seen a dark horse. We never got one, and I've yet to see one. I haven't even driven one.
But aren't they even in the GTs?
Oh yeah, all the dark horse systems. Basically, anything 20 and newer is designed to update itself. With the wireless modem, basically it has a cell service connected to the car, And we've seen a lot of issues where vehicles are updating and having issues and they cause another concern. So we'll get them in there and we'll have to basically clear them and reprogram all the modules in a certain sequence and usually get them working again. A lot of times the sync systems are slowing down, freezing, just being sluggish. And, you know, it's always a good idea to master reset that system. But if you are getting the blank screen, normally that's an update that's trying to go through, didn't go through all the way, or we need to manually push it through at the dealership.
Well, I got another
Which I've been
question.
seeing a lot of that.
I got another question, and Gary,
on wheels.
you know, I got another question, and Gary's talked about this quite a few times on here. With electric vehicles being as popular as they are now, are y'all seeing a big uptick in the damn you know, what is that damn what is that Mustang? Yeah, the Mach-E. Are y'all seeing a big uptick in the Mach-E sales? Because I know the damn Tesla sales are down, and I'm just curious, out there in your state, since they're trying to go fucking fully electric, how stupid they are y'all seeing a big uptick in the damn Mach-E sales?
Not really. There's a bunch. I mean, there's certain people that bought them, but they're actually, I would say, at my dealership, probably only 15 to 10% of what we sell. You know, I don't know, for every 50 cars that we touch, there's probably one Mach-E.
That's actually a lot. That seems like a lot for what
I
I've
know.
seen around here.
The people are these Teslas here in Michigan. They're trading them in for the Mach-E's because first and foremost, they're better operating vehicle there for an EV, and they're not having the breakdowns that Tesla has.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I've had 4 batteries out already working on them at my dealership, and I'm not the only what's the word, EV certified guy. We got a couple guys. I know of another guy that's probably done at least 6. Basically, a lot of the early production Mach-E's came out with a faulty battery junction control box, basically, and that's inside of the battery. So you have to drop the battery down to get to it. We replace it, update a few different modules that are related to that, and then they've been pretty good after that. I see more issues. Go ahead.
I was going to ask you, what is the true cost without the dealership markup? We already know that happens. What is the true cost of replacing that battery? Just out of curiosity.
A lot.
I want to say it's about 15 to 20 grand easily, maybe a little more if you had actually
15 to
replaced
20
the battery.
thousand?
Yes.
Holy fucking shit!
Batteries ain't
God almighty.
Yeah, but
It's honestly half the price of the car, pretty much. The battery, you know,
and
if you
Tesla's
really.
much.
I've heard that some of them can be up to 50,000. Some of like the Korean manufacturers don't keep the batteries in stock in the U.S., so they have to order it and have it special shipped over.
Yeah, well, nowadays, nowadays prices, it wouldn't surprise me if they were 35 to 40 now, just because the way shit has doubled lately, you know.
Right, but yeah, Tesla batteries are twice as much, man. If you got $100,000 Tesla, the battery's going to cost you 50 grand.
Now, do you guys actually keep, like, maybe, I know y'all probably don't keep a shit ton of those batteries, but do y'all guys like keep like one battery in stock just so y'all will have one?
Nope.
No.
Okay, and when you order it, what is the delivery time, or did y'all actually receive the battery?
Hang on a second, though, before you answer that, Fortech. The batteries that I build for the semis, they don't replace those batteries unless they're damaged, but they do repair them. So how does that work for you guys?
Well, in most cases, if we are even working on an EV vehicle with a battery situation, we're working with Ford Ford engineers through their technical support line. So, you know, they're going to have you do pretty much everything but replace the battery. You know, we've yet to replace any batteries. I haven't seen any go bad. And if we did, it would probably be not available or like back order for, you know, till next year type shit. Wouldn't doubt it.
Holy crap.
You know, I don't know of any dealerships or any, definitely not at my dealership that had to replace a battery yet, as far as Lightnings or EVs or the Mach-E.
Yeah.
So they want us to repair them before they replace them.
Exactly. There's a
So
couple
y'all just
procedures.
replace a lot of the corresponding parts that go with the batteries then, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've seen a couple procedures for redoing plates and laying some liquid in there and putting the battery in it. Shit that I really don't want to fucking do. You know, because there's shit in there that if you touch, you're fucking fried. You
I
know,
was gonna
so-
say that's high voltage.
exactly.
Damn right.
It's high voltage.
How many volts are
Definitely.
they up to? I know, like my when I had my Volt Chevy Volt, that was 300 volts for the battery. What are these newer ones running? How many volts?
You know, I think I remember a number like 40,000 volts.
God
Um,
almighty damn.
Yeah, something like
It's
that.
40,000.
Whatever it is, it's so crazy that we have a little hook in our shop to basically yank you off the cart if you got fried. And it's not to save you. You're dead. You're just they're getting you off of it so that you don't fucking sit there and stink out the whole shop.
Yeah.
You
So
know.
is it kind of like a bug zapper? You just sit there and you just kind of just like fry and smoke comes off you?
Yeah, you're stuck to that fucker. I guess you can't let go of it neither. Somebody
Yeah, you
might be able
can't,
to
but
kick you off of it.
No, because it's DC. If it's AC, it'd knock your ass off.
Well, I
Yeah.
know with them, we got to wear a special suit and we got to be in a room with special walls in case they explode.
Dude, that's like getting paid to work on a fucking bomb. Fuck that.
No, it really is.
Damn, screw that
So
shit.
question for you. So you got the one guy who's got the hook that he's to pull you off. Is there another guy with like a stick with like marshmallows on it? So once you start frying and toast the marshmallow, make some s'mores.
So,
Oh my God!
Yeah,
how big are the
You guys are
batteries?
bad.
How
You guys
big are
are
the
really
batteries
bad.
how big are the batteries that you guys are working with there?
The whole size of underneath the car. In fact, you know what? I have a video. I did a live stream of me pulling a battery out and going in and replacing one of those junction box. But I didn't put it on my basically my Ford Tech Life because I had a bunch of music playing, and I actually dropped that video on the Making Mustangs Great Again channel. And inside that big battery box is, I want to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cells that are all basically in series to make the big battery. The battery isn't like one giant. It's kind of like an RC car. You know how you have your cells soldered together at each end to make the overall battery. Basically, it's exactly what it is.
Like a forklift.
Yeah.
So when you say it's the whole underneath side of the car, so if you was
Yeah,
to have to take a measurement, how big, how long, and how wide would you say the battery is?
10
Is it like
feet
just
long
between
and
the wheel
4
wells?
foot
or what?
wide.
Yes.
10 foot long, 4 foot wide.
Yeah,
That's
good
a
wheelbase,
big
wheelbase.
fucking battery.
Let me see here.
Yeah, how much does that some bitch weigh, actually? How much that battery
It's
weigh?
heavy. We have this giant table that lowers it down. I mean, you could probably lower the whole damn car down on this table.
The great thing about those batteries is being where they are, low center of gravity makes those cars handle better.
Yes.
So that
And
battery,
get better traction.
how
Yes.
tall is that battery?
How what?
Hell, 10 foot long and 4 foot wide ain't a small battery, Gary.
Well, listen, the batteries that I work on are about 6 foot long and about 4 foot wide, but they're like 15 inches deep
Damn.
because there's 3 layers on them.
Yeah, but you got to remember that some bitch is
for
having to pull a heavy motherfucking
That's for
rig.
semi, and that's a heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, like I said, I take those batteries. A lot of times I got to take them apart just to fix the cases.
So Gary, with the battery that big and 3 layers, does it run like some special coolant through it to cool it, or what?
It does. It does. It's got hydrogen through it.
Wow.
Damn.
Now, what about the batteries on the Mach E?
So here's a picture of the battery.
Vortec, do they run anything through those batteries to keep them cool?
Yeah, there's a whole cooling system actually running through the box.
Pinks, can you make that bigger?
I can. Sorry, I was looking at something else.
God, look at that damn battery.
Porn? No.
Now,
So
is that
that's the battery with the cover off of it.
Okay.
You was watching porn. Bama, quit sending him pictures of you and your dog.
You're right.
The hell you talking about, you stupid bastard?
That is a big battery.
Wow.
Yeah, that is a big battery. Holy
You
shit.
can
Look
pay
at
me
that.
to
Touch
work on that shit.
And you see the packs that are there, those big
Yeah.
chunks, those are also built out of, you can see them, the multiple battery packs. But have you seen what might be coming down the pike in the next couple of years that's going to make these batteries lighter and more efficient? There's 2 companies that finally have solid state batteries coming. And
I heard about solid state.
that's going to be a huge improvement.
So, question for you. So that battery is about the length and the width of that vehicle. So,
Sublime, say hi.
What's up, Sublime?
What's up?
Going on, buddy?
so
Hey,
here's my question. With the battery being that size, what happens when you get T-boned? Is the car just totaled, or because I mean that's about as wide as a vehicle?
Yeah, it's on the inside of the rocker panels of the vehicle, and the edges out there on the edges are aluminum, and there's probably 40 to 50 bolts, big giant ones that actually hold it. You see those holes down the side of that right there.
Okay, so the battery has a frame around it.
Yes.
Yeah, and then there's a big cover
Now-
that goes over the top, and it's sealed.
So I mean, if you get T-boned and someone hits you doing like 30 miles an hour, is car done at that point?
Total the car.
Well, I was going to ask, is there like any safe systems built into that battery to keep it like from catching on fire if the battery's compromised?
Yeah.
Or does it not blow up? Or like I said, is there a safety system built into that to keep that from
The
happening?
worst thing is damn salt water.
Yeah, but we're not talking about a goddamn
salt water.
boat running into it. We're talking about a car.
Yeah,
So I'm just talking about
there's
like
a
Pink
orange-
said. I'm just
there's
saying,
a quick
like Pink said.
disconnect. There's a quick disconnect under the trunk that will basically cut the battery from the body of the car. But yeah, honestly, if it breaks into that battery and grounds out on that car, it would not be good.
Yeah.
You know, that battery cover
Yeah,
is aluminum.
Do not pass
Now-
go. Do not collect $200. Get out of that car.
Yeah.
And try to die.
Well, now let me ask another question, and maybe Gary and Vortec both can answer this question since they deal with this. In case of a side impact like that where the battery is compromised and they have to call the fire department out there, do they have to let the fire department know what they're dealing with before they get there? Do they have to bring like special suits or chemicals to be able to handle something like that?
Yes, special
Yeah.
chemical to put those batteries out. Yes.
I think there'd be a hazmat team.
And about 5 billion gallons of water if that's all they have.
No.
Well, see, I was just curious.
You want water on electrical fire.
No,
No.
on a battery fire like that, you want water.
They have
You want a
no.
ton of water.
They have special foam in that to put those out.
Yes.
But not.
Yeah, that's why I was curious. Is like a special foaming agency
Yeah.
they put on that.
All right, so here's my question. So you
I
got
saw a
that
thing on the
battery at
news
the
about
very,
that.
very bottom, and I know you said it's sealed and stuff, but you're going to have some dumbass that goes through water that's deeper than what they thought, and say it goes up to the bottom of the floorboards or what have you. Does that thing it just toasts because the water's going to get in, right?
Actually, it's designed not to. Everything's sealed. When we put the cover back on it, we even put a a vacuum system on it to put so many, I don't know, foot per freaking, what's the
Inches of
word
vacuum?
for it? Inches of vacuum on the box, and it's gonna pass like 30, and then you have to let it hold there for a while, just basically to make sure it's sealed. All the plugs down on the front are sealed, so yeah, it's sealed. But who knows what it would take to break that seal?
Yeah. Hey, look, I didn't mean to invite you in here to go to class, but you're teaching all of us something. You and Gary,
it's good.
because I surely as hell
I
don't
mean-
know all this. I'm glad you're telling me.
I'm not sure how much I like them yet. The repairs I've done on them, it's intimidating to think that there is something there I could get shocked on. I don't know anybody that's not killed yet. But it's
Thank God. Thank God.
I take my time. I don't rush them. It's not a job you want to flat rate. I'm more of, if I forget to plug something in inside that fucking box after I put it all the way back in and lower the car down, I won't know until then, so the thought of that would suck. So you just take your time. It's not something that, it's more of a fix it right the first time and get it the fuck gone where I don't see it again,
Yeah.
So
And
now
there's
the
another
mechanics
question.
that are working on the EVs and on the electric vehicles, are they paid more now? I mean, do you see pay going up tremendously because now it's no longer an ICE engine?
Nope,
I doubt.
not really. I mean, your normal pay wage, but yeah, there should be. I would think, as a guy working on them, I'm like, yeah, when I'm working on these fuckers,
You
just
just
in
have to take
case.
special classes to do it, right?
Yeah, and there's
Yeah, you probably
probably
got to get a
at my
certification.
dealer,
in that
there's
shit.
3 or 4 guys out of like 30 that are certified in it.
Well, my question is when you're
So-
having to do that and you're having to remove the body off of the chassis, or I don't know how this works because I know Ken's told me many times when he changes engines in trucks and cars, sometimes it's just easier to remove the body and leave the engine on the damn chassis. You lift the body up off the chassis and you change the engine that way. Now, how much work goes into actually separating all that to get the battery down? How much extra work do you have to do to the car to get everything separated?
Well,
What I understand-
honestly, it is kind of a pain in the ass. You have to basically, there's some brackets, some mounting brackets that bolt up to the rocker panels on the vehicle that the rack enable to, so that you can lift the vehicle up and still have enough room to drop the battery out because it is so close to the edges. That procedure takes a couple hours because you got to remove some moldings, remove some bottom panels so that you could bolt those on there and then position it good on the rack where you're obviously comfortable with being underneath it, and lift it up and drop it down. In this video, there's like in the back on the right corner, I barely had room with the arms I rack to drop it down. So yeah, you just got to be careful. The whole procedure for this is a recall. With the programming, it's supposed to pay about 5 hours. It takes me about 8 hours, honestly, to do this job. Even though Ford's only paying 5, so that falls into that flat rate thing,
That's Ford fucking people over.
Yeah,
if
if
they
I
do
was
it.
doing them, if I was doing them every day, all day, yeah, I'd probably get faster at them. But since they've come out in 2020, I've only done 4 of them, so
And I've
Well, you know
only-
what? Only doing
I've
4,
only seen
that's
like
not
3 of them.
bad considering how long they've been out. If you think about it, that's not bad.
I've only seen like 3 or 4 of them actually on the road.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, out of the amount of years those cars have been out, and I'm sure other mechanics, like you said, the other ones at your dealership are certified, but for you to only have to do 4, that's really not that bad if you consider how many of those vehicles they have sold. That's not bad.
But you give it 5
Yeah.
years, that's all he'll be doing.
Well,
Possibly.
yeah, like you said, you give it 5 years almost at the end of the life of the battery, you're probably right. There's probably going to be tons of them out there in the lot waiting to be fixed. and new
Now-
batteries.
Yeah, but
Correct me if
here's
I'm
another.
wrong. Go ahead.
Well, here's another thing: is I'm up in Northern California. I'm a smaller town now. A town like Sacramento or San Francisco, they're probably doing 3 times the amount that we do, just because that's that area.
Most likely. And down south, Southern California, probably even more.
Yeah, around LA and all that
exactly.
shit. Oh my God, can you imagine?
Now Ford Tech, whenever I actually talked to a salesman at the Ford dealership around the corner here. He said they have a 10-year warranty on the batteries. Is that true?
Is the what?
They have a
You cut out.
10-year factory warranty when you buy like a Mach-E on the battery. Is that true?
Yeah.
I only passed half of what
I
it
believe
is.
that is. It would probably be at least that. I don't know the exact for sure, but I do know that there is a warranty on the battery itself that
Now,
outlasts the rest of the car.
Okay, now how does warranty work pay at Ford? I know it's Subaru. I'm sure everything's different, so I'm kind of curious. Do they pay you flat rate for that? Yes. For that, like the hours, like in a book, as normal, or is it free because they're not making nothing on it?
I'm a flat rate technician, so I get paid flat rate by the shop. The warranty, as far as Ford, pays our shop a discounted hourly rate per hour. So like a customer at the door would pay $150 to $175, and Ford's hourly rate with us on warranty is probably more like $120 or $140.
Okay.
I saw Raptor R on the road.
Damn, your hourly rate is $150 to $175. Holy!
I want to say we're about
That's what
175, 180 on our normal hourly rate as far as the shop's hourly rate.
Boy, I'm glad I
That's
know.
what they
I'm glad I know some damn hillbilly mechanics. Holy shit!
I had a pinion seal replaced in my Mustang because I didn't feel like messing with it. That and the dealership I bought it from was paying for it, so it's like it's going to Ford. I'm not doing it.
Oh, shit.
It was $450. It's only what, an hour and a half, change a pinion seal and put fluid in it by the book.
Yeah, pinion seal is not bad. I mean, you're depending on if it's an older one with the crush washer or not, depending. But yeah, that's about right. I know that, with depending on the service writers too, if they're going to sell you a differential service with that too, or are we just swapping it out and filling it up type shit, dealerships, they definitely try to. Yeah, exactly. So I mean they pretty much upsold you.
No, they actually. So I looked at the bill and I looked at it and I went, this is odd. This looks like a fluid flush, but I didn't get charged nowhere near what a fluid flush I think should be. It was like basically what a couple of quarts of fluid should be. And I went back and I asked them. They went, we did a fluid flush, but you said you didn't want it, so we just gave it to you because you come in here and buy enough parts of us. Because I go up there. The parts guys know me.
Yeah, and a tech probably would want to do that anyways, just so he knows it's all clean and there's not going to be no contaminants in there or anything.
Yeah.
Now, do you guys at your shop use Motorcraft fluids? Like this place up here, Dole, they use BG fluids for
that was another thing. I prefer some of the BG fluids. Some of them, their power steering fluid, is nice and thick. And when I do a job, I would rather use that BG power steering fluid on a vehicle that has power steering, because most of them are electronic now. But
what about their synchro mesh?
I was going to ask about any of that fluid. What ones do you prefer?
Same with the differential fluid, like he just mentioned. It's that synchro stuff.
But
it's really good fluid.
Well, that's the thing.
Yeah, I use that in the Roush.
A lot of people put them in a transmission like the MT82. They want to put them in the MT82s. Is that safe?
Yep.
Yeah, it's the
That's
same
what I
as
did on my Roush.
Merton, Dextron.
Okay.
I like
my car.
I use that on my Roush.
I think in all the fluids I'm using, going back into this Focus when I refluid it, is all Motorcraft. I bought all the Motorcraft stuff.
Yeah, them guys up there said they prefer the BG stuff over some of the Ford stuff. The differential fluid was one.
Well, I can't buy the BG stuff at the local parts store like I can Motorcraft.
I got you.
Well,
actually,
they
sell it depending on if they're a dealer of it. Like I can go there and buy BG fluids.
Where?
At a Ford dealership.
Oh yeah, I didn't go to the dealership. I went to AutoZone and O'Reilly's and picked up the Motorcraft stuff for cheap when it was on sale.
Gotcha.
Damn, they actually sell Motorcraft stuff cheap. I didn't know it ever went on sale.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They proud of that shit.
Yeah.
Anything's got Motorcraft on it, they proud of that shit. Holy crap.
Years ago.
It's not much. I mean, the oil I'm using is not Motorcraft, of course, but my coolant and my transmission is all going Motorcraft, and I got it on like a 50% off sale. Both of them.
I got a 12 quart case sitting in there at $144. You don't need to tell me.
See, that's all we've ever put in my mom's Crown Vic. I know it's an 01. I know it's got the 4.6 in it, but we've only ever put Motorcraft oil filters and oil in there.
Oil is okay. My oil filter is Motorcraft. It's a Motorcraft oil filter, and I got the larger one. But my oil is actually going to be what oil did I buy for it? It's the titanium
Chevron.
It's what is that shit called? It comes in the black It's in the black bottles.
Castrol?
Yeah, it's castor oil, but the titanium, it's full.
Yeah, they're full synthetic. Yeah,
but it's the titanium, which is one of the only true full synthetics that they sell. One of the few. But I'm only doing that because my turbo engine loves synthetic fluid.
Back whenever I put a new motor in my F-150. I had a 4.2 V6 when I was in high school. Right before I went to college, I ended up getting a Reman from Ford, which came with a 3-year, 75,000 mile warranty. So I said, I'm just going to run Motorcraft fluid through it. Honestly, I couldn't believe it. I was like, well, I'm going to get ready to pay because it says Motorcraft on it. You go to Walmart and buy 5W30 synthetic blend for that. It was the only thing cheaper was their Super Tech on the shelf compared to all the other oils. I couldn't believe it. I went, this stuff's cheap.
Walmart gets a good deal on it.
Hey, go to AutoZone and O'Reilly's and buy that shit. You'll get a different bill.
They were always way more expensive. We always.
I promise you, you'll get a different bill than what you got at Walmart.
Yeah,
I bought my oil. I bought my oil on sale at AutoZone. It was cheaper than what I could get at Walmart at the time.
If they aren't running the sale on oil, we'd always found it to be cheaper.
Cheaper at Walmart.
Walmart for the most part.
If they
only buy 5 quarts at a time, and that's all her car takes, and that's all I put in it. I don't put nothing else. 5 quarts at a time.
Hey, real quick, Salty,
more than that.
Bama, Nate, and maybe you, Ford Tech. I'm sure you guys all saw the Kyle Busch, Ricky Stenhouse, Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
Yep.
I did. Yeah. You see that damn?
Did you hear what Kyle Busch? Did you hear what Kyle Busch said to Ricky Stenhouse after Ricky said, "I'll crash you at Charlotte"?
No, I didn't hear that.
He said they both suck.
He said, "I suck just as bad as you. Let's go."
Oh yeah, I heard when he said that.
Oh God, dude, it was hilarious. He's got such a sense of humor when he's pissed.
Yeah, but did you hear how much damn Ricky Stenhouse fine was?
Yeah. 75 grand, they said, or something.
$75,000, and Kyle Busch got off free, and he wrecked that motherfucker on purpose. They didn't even slap his wrist.
$75,000 fine. One of his crew members was suspended for 8 races. Another one for 4.
His dad was suspended indefinitely. Indefinitely.
Yeah. And it all come down to Kyle Busch wrecked him on purpose.
Well, I mean, now hold on a second. Hold on a damn second now. Goddamn Ricky Stenhouse run his ass into the wall.
You're damn
No, he didn't, Salty.
Bullshit. I don't give a shit. Bullshit.
Oh my God, Salty, get some new glasses, bro.
Yeah, get some new glasses.
Bullshit.
He never touched him.
There was 3 feet
He didn't
between
have
Ricky
to
Stenhouse's car and Kyle Busch's
He didn't
car.
have
He did
to
not
touch
run him
him
into the wall.
He didn't have to touch him. He run him so damn tight, and the arrow off of those cars. Look, them cars are so aero damn sensitive.
Yeah,
when you them take the air off of somebody's
Kyle
car,
Busch had 3 feet that he could have moved over, but he didn't.
he didn't move over. His car moved over for him.
Here's where I
Oh, so you're saying he got arrow pushed there?
Yes, he got arrow pushed.
Come on, Cat. Come
Okay.
on. Short track.
Dude, I'm telling you, those cars are so fucking aero sensitive, man.
They might be sensitive, but if he's a good driver, he knows how to fight against that and stop it.
Yeah, he could wheel a car like that.
They took a
Hey
short
guys,
track
I'm going
and
to
they
take
ran
off for
into
tonight. Have a great night.
Hey, later, Mike. Thanks.
Later, Mike.
Take it easy, Mike.
Hey, Mike, have a good one.
Look, I mean, it doesn't matter how good or bad a driver is. When you're put in that situation and the car does something just like instantly, you might not be able to catch it in time. I mean, it's at the speeds those guys are running. When it happens fast.
When they're 3 wide,
It ain't like they're running 55 miles an hour down the damn side of the road now. You know, they're running almost fucking 200 miles an hour.
The one dude got popped in the mouth. That's all I can tell you.
Oh, Kyle Busch got popped in the mouth because Ricky Stenhouse knocked the shit out of him.
I gotta watch that. I gotta look for that online.
Oh, dude, it's all over fucking YouTube.
I said Diegos.
Oh, he was standing there and all of a sudden Ricky Stenhouse with the right hand.
I knew
That
it was
shit
coming.
come
I
out
could
of
tell by
nowhere,
the
boy.
look on Ricky's face. I could
He
tell.
popped him, but he really didn't land. It wasn't a good land. You know what I'm
Kyle
saying?
blocked a little bit of it.
Right.
Well,
It
Kyle turned his
Yeah.
damn head, thank God, because if he wouldn't have turned his head, his little skinny ass probably would have been knocked out.
And he put his arm up. He put his arm up to try to block it.
Because Kyle Busch is a skinny, tall. He's like a damn tree, like a damn branch. He's a little skinny motherfucker.
Oh, he's just like me then. Is that what you're saying, little skinny guy?
No. He's more like Bama, skinny as shit.
I was joking because I'm not.
that whole thing, I understand. Like, yes, Kyle Busch 100% wrecked him on purpose, but
You damn right.
I 100% get why he was pissed off. Did he?
Damn right.
Ricky Stenhouse? No, I think he got arrow pushed because they're 3 wide on a track that barely fits cars 3 wide.
Exactly. That's my whole point. That's what I'm saying.
Stenhouse is running up the middle, and he's probably going to wreck anyways because he wrecks at every other racetrack he goes to.
He damn sure does. He damn sure does.
Oh, it's for $1 million. Hold on. Let me drive over top of everybody. If he didn't wreck there, he was going to wreck in 2 more laps.
Okay, well, let me ask you one question. One question only.
All right.
With these new cars, when's the only time you can make up a position?
Restarts.
Track.
Thank you.
No, when you wreck somebody else.
Wait a minute. Hold on. No. Wait a minute. Whoa. Bush never went in the wall off of somebody else. He got off and went wide because he was there. Now that's
shit. He was there first.
Whoa. That's your judgment. You stay there.
I started this argument.
Yeah, you stay there, or you get off of him.
Yeah.
Well, the thing of it is,
of him and get against the wall.
I just watched the video, guys.
That's his problem. That's nobody else's.
well, the thing of it is, they're running on Wilkesboro, a very small freaking track as it is. And I guarantee you, Kyle Busch did not think there would even be enough room for somebody to come up the middle. Then all of a sudden he comes up the middle and the arrow push takes over on his car, and it happens so damn
no
fast.
Arrow push on a short track. Is there something
Dude,
wrong with you?
I don't give a shit what you say. Those cars, no matter if they're a short track or big, they are arrow sensitive as hell.
Let me tell you guys something right now. The one thing that I'm pissed off most about, because I can't argue with any of you fuckers because I don't know nothing about it.
I didn't watch the race.
I hear you, dude.
Gary just called me after the live stream. We'll argue about something.
Hey guys, everybody. I didn't watch the race, but I did just watch the fight, and it was hilarious. That wasn't even. I mean, people got suspended and had to pay money for that.
Oh,
he had to pay $75,000 for that right hand.
Man, if I
here's the thing though too.
Had to pay something like that, that guy would have gone down.
Yo, I would whoop his ass bad.
Yeah.
Okay, here's a couple things we're forgetting. One, Ricky was trapped in that track. He got knocked out lap 2 and couldn't leave because there's no tunnel to exit the track.
That's right.
Number
Exactly.
After he got wrecked out of the race, he started texting in group text like that Denny Hamlin is and other few drivers were in, saying about how he's going to freaking kick Kyle Busch's ass after the race.
And that's the whole reason why he got the $75,000 fine.
So,
well, it's because he preempted it and he actually
on lap 2. Yeah, he got wrecked on lap 2, so he was out of the race. There was no access where he could not leave the infield of the track because that track's not set up with a tunnel or nothing like that. So he had the entire rest of the race to cool down and not let it to escalate to that point.
No.
But he chose to do it after the race.
Here's why I think.
So that's the reason why he got the fine.
He stewed, and I would have too because you couldn't leave.
I wouldn't have stewed. I'm gonna tell you the reason why. Because I'm gonna still. I'm not. But no, this is my whole point. The reason why I would not have stewed is I'm already getting paid millions of dollars from my fucking team. I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna eat fucking caviar and fuck my wife.
Out of Bush's damn mouth.
Hey, look, I'm gonna eat caviar and fuck the hell out of my wife and be just as rich as I was before I got here.
Yeah,
so I'm not gonna stew over that shit.
Listen,
but Bush has been an ass his whole damn life, and guess what?
Listen,
he needs to be punched, and that's it.
Listen, if I'm gonna fucking get paid, if I'm gonna get fined fucking that much money, I'm gonna go back and punch that fucker in the mouth and make it count.
Yeah, exactly, Gary. Exactly. Look, I'm gonna
get my
have
70 grand worth.
Yeah, exactly.
I wouldn't take it at his hide. That's for damn sure.
The best part of all of that was after Ricky wrecked, he pulled Kyle Busch's pit stall and parked.
And got out of his car and left his car in Kyle Busch's pit.
Yeah, and then climbed up on his box, Kyle Busch's box, and said to his crew chief, "Hey, just so you know, let your driver know I'll be waiting at his hauler for him after the race. Richard might have to hold my watch."
So that was a threat right there. So that's the reason why NASCAR, and then he followed through with that shit, and that's the reason why he got fined.
I think that's why he did it. He said he was going to do it. He's a man of his word, so he went and did it.
Look, but when you're racing at that level, and you're racing on national TV, you have to have a level of respect, regardless of what we would have done. But when you're getting paid that kind of money and you're the exposure is that big, they expect for you to act a certain way and not do that kind of
thing. You got to remember, some of them drivers are still rednecks at heart, and they want to stay that
way.
True.
Them guys didn't get there by not being passionate about what they do. They
100%. I agree with that. I agree. But they expect more professionalism out of those guys than that.
Look back in the day, there were many fights in the pits after the race.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's part of damn
trouble
racing.
Back then, because that was part of racing. Yep. But it's changed now, and it's everybody can't do anything like that because people get their feelings hurt.
Yeah. Well, they're looking at the end goal. How is this going to affect our sponsorship that is sponsoring our race organization?
That those people got more views because of that.
Oh, you can bet your. Hey, I guarantee you
more money.
I guarantee you this coming race, they're probably going to have more TV views than the last 4 races combined because people want to tune in and see what happens between these two drivers next.
They made money doing that.
Yes.
How much I bet they qualify right next to each other? It always happens.
You know what? That's probably a good possibility.
It always happens, dude. Always.
Don't forget, it's rigged. It's all rigged.
Oh yeah. Well,
I don't care who wins. I just want to see them qualify next to each other.
The only thing is somebody just walked up to Hamlin and slapped him before the race started.
People can say what they want about Kyle Busch. I am a Kyle Busch fan. I like Kyle Busch.
I respect the heck out of his driving, and he's matured over the years.
Yes, he has. Used to back when he first came into the sport, dude, I could not stand that motherfucker. He was on the level of hate that I have for Joey Logano. I can't stand that motherfucker at all. And that's the way I used to feel about Kyle Busch. But like you just said, through the years, he's grown up and he's matured a lot. He's not the same Kyle Busch that he used to be.
When did he grow up?
Dude,
he has over the last 7 years. He's gotten much better.
He used to wreck every motherfucker out on a track and didn't get
so you're saying that over all the years he's wrecked everybody he's wrecked. He didn't deserve to get punched in the face.
Oh, I'm not saying that.
Look, I'm not saying that now. I deserve. There's plenty of races I watched where he's wrecked people that I wish we could have seen him get his ass kicked. I would have loved that shit. Just like the day I watched them, Matt Kenseth run between the hollers and jump on Brad Keselowski and whoop his ass between the hollers. I was cheering. I was like, hell yeah, kick his ass. I was loving that shit.
There was a lot of. I think.
All right, hey guys, I gotta hop out here. I gotta get up. I just want to hop in for a little bit.
All right, Brian.
You gotta work. You gotta work tomorrow, buddy, on a holiday
Yes,
weekend.
sir. Oh yeah, busy as hell.
Boy, this new
you're alive though.
This new position, boy,
Yeah.
they got you putting in the damn hours now, don't they?
Dude, I make more phone calls in a day than you guys probably make in a week. It's ridiculous.
Oh yeah.
Stay away from the toolbox.
Hey, he can cry and complain about it, but he's fucking making money.
Yeah, that's right, Gary. That's right. I bet
Yeah.
his paychecks.
Yeah.
I bet he's enjoying the hell out of his paycheck now.
It's good
A lot more.
seeing you. So
Yes, it is. Really good seeing you.
thanks for coming
Good
in.
people.
All right, man.
Appreciate it.
Take it easy,
Yeah,
buddy.
no, you guys.
All right, so Brian,
I'll try and hop in where I can.
Okay, man.
Later, guys.
Later. I'm looking at North Wilkesboro's seats for next year. They're almost sold out.
I bet so. Hell yeah. I bet so.
Like all the sections have seats, but I'm not shitting you. I was just on here at the beginning of the week looking at seats. There's 1/8 of the seats in each section that there was.
Did you watch Dale Jr.? Did you listen to Dale Jr.'s podcast?
No, I didn't watch it this week.
He
I was
said-
watching ones.
He said this was almost the perfect race. He goes, this is exactly what I envisioned this track. The way they're racing on this track is what I hope would happen. He goes, because I love this damn track. He goes, and now I hope NASCAR keeps it on the schedule.
I hope they do too. This was a track for my entire life I always heard about, but never remembered watching it. And I
remember watching the shit out of it back in the day.
And once they said they were bringing it back, it was an instant. I already knew my proposal was going to be there. I knew that when they said they were keeping the Winston Cup Series on the mural on the back of that building, I went, lights out. I've been wanting to go here. My aunt had never been there, and she'd been to all but 2 racetracks. Now that was going to be 3, but she's been there now.
Well, now that they've seen this can become a problem, I hope they do something here at this track that's not going to cost them an arm and leg like they did at Dover. You know, the bridge that goes over the main front stretch where people can actually go into the stands, into the infield. I hope they do that to this track instead of going through, tearing it up, building a tunnel and all. Just build a bridge over it. That way, if something happens like this, a driver can exit the track and we won't have these kind of problems anymore.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, how would you ever build a tunnel? I mean, that infield's small enough as it is. It'd be like building a tunnel underneath a Bristol. Half of the
That's what I'm saying.
haulers got
They need to just build a bridge right over top of it like they did, like a spectator's bridge like they did at Dover.
Yep.
That wouldn't be no problem for them to do that.
Hey, guys, I want to let you ladies know. Thanks for having me up, but I'm going to bed.
Yeah, I'm about to shut it down anyway.
Well, Gary, all I got to say is before you go to bed, you might want to go in there and wipe your ass and get Bama's lips off of there.
Well, the thing about it is, like I said, I took a big turd today, man. So it'd be like throwing a fucking hot dog down the hallway.
So in other words, you're sitting here telling us that Bama looks like a blowfish now.
I'm going to tell you. You guys have a good night.
Hey, good night.
Take it easy, buddy.
Good night, Gary. Thanks for coming in. Hey guys, I'm about to shut this down anyway. It's been 3 hours. It's long enough for me tonight.
I got you. I appreciate it.
Appreciate everybody coming in, and we had good talks once people started showing up. I think
man, it was a good time
here by myself.
Your Fortec is in here, dude. I really appreciate you popping on here, man. You taught me a lot.
I appreciate it. Sorry you got drug in for something small to give us an education, but I much appreciate it, and I'm sure everybody else does too.
Hell yeah, I know I did. I enjoyed the shit out of it.
All right, gentlemen, I appreciate it.
All right, fellas. Y'all have a good night. We'll talk with y'all later.
Yep. Y'all have a good one. Thanks for coming in, and I'll see you on the next one. I don't know if I'll go live while I'm working on the car tomorrow or not, but I might. We'll see. But until then, or until the next one, I'll see y'all later.
Peace.